Mic check. Mic check, sound check. State Farm double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good morning, live auctions. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our mic check. 3, 4, 5, 6. Up more. Of course, I'm just whispering into it too. How about now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Blue, 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 blue. Heartland. 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 Test.
Check 1, 2.
Yes. Okay.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 4. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No. Yes. Maybe. Hello? Hello?
Check 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2. Check 1, 2. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're just going to go ahead and get started with our announcements. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here to the Heartland Boer Goat Extravaganza sale here in the spring of 2021. We're going to go over a few housekeeping items before we get into the sale. Y'all looked over the goats outside. I think we've got one of the most spectacular lineups of goats here offered at auction today amongst our consigners, and I'd want to thank our consigners each for bringing you the heart of their herd. I think this is something that is going to be exceptional for this state and any state and anybody's breeding and show program. Along with me today is Mr. Terry Taylor. He's going to be the narrator for the sale. I'll let him do some introductions here in a little bit, but a few more housekeeping items for us. Again, you must be registered to bid today, and for those of you who are watching us online, I'm going to trust that you've gone over the registration process online. It's very, very simple to go over. You've looked over the animals outside and the front catalog, and everybody in here who has a catalog, you've gone over the terms as far as the guarantees of the bucks and the does and everything like that. All those terms of sale are on the inside of your catalog. Please look those over. The loadout terms for today: no goats will be loaded until the conclusion of the auction. Now, the checkout process and everything, if you bought a lot today and you want to go ahead and check out, anybody that's here in attendance, if you want to check out throughout the day, you may go ahead and do so right inside. But check credit card with a 4% fee. And then after, if you pay by check or credit card, your papers will go home with you today. We are again pleased to have live auctions here with us today. The lovely Brooklyn Graham will be running our sale via live auctions. We're proud to have live auctions on board with us in the Heartland Boer Goat Extravaganza sale. And we as a consignor team feel this is a great sale program for a new look at how sales can be run, our expedited process and everything. I know a lot of you are not really going to care to be in a seat for 5 or 6 hours throughout the day. I guarantee you today, I promise you today, that will not be the case. We're going to have a fast, snappy sale. You people know what you want for your herds. You know what you want for your show program. We can't tell you anymore, or we can't tell you anything that you don't already know about the animals that you're about to purchase. So our process of going over things quickly, getting the information out to you, and getting these goats sold, this is a fast program, and there's nothing more that we can tell you about these animals other than the great quality that has been brought to you and brought in front of you today. We huge thank you again to our consigners. We'll go ahead and announce our consigners here in a little bit. Brooklyn, who's worked tireless hours to get this sale on process online. Morvick Auction Company, my family's auction company, is going to be doing the clerical end, and I'm with Matt Morvick with Morvick Auctions, and I'll be your host as your auctioneer today. A big thank you to my wife, Audra Lynn, who's been up a lot of sleepless nights getting this sale planned and programmed, cataloged from front to back. She's been the backbone of this sale, and I want to thank her at this time right now. Working with me today on the floor is Mitch Bartunik. You can turn your bids into myself and him. One more thing, Dr. Morris is here with Bar S Veterinary Clinic. She is in the back. So at the end of the sale, for those of you who are traveling, those of you that need health certificates, go talk with Dr. Morris with Boer Veterinary Services in David City concerning your health papers. Okay, and that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Terry Taylor right now, and he's going to go over a few things as far as our consigners, and we'll get our sale underway. We said that. No goats will be loaded until the conduction of the sale. Yes. For those of you who are online, we will call you at the end of the sale. For those of you here in attendance, we want to get you guys go ahead and settled first. And then for those of you who are online, don't wait too long, but we'll be getting around with settlement for you guys that are listening online as well.
All right, Matt, thank you so much. And again, on behalf of the consigners of the Heartland sale, let me be the first to thank you for being here. Our folks that are joining us online, we want to thank you as well. The consigners have agreed to take these goats back to their place for 1 week so you can arrange shipping. I think that's great. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at a special time in the goat industry right now. The market is as strong as I've seen it in years. Now's the time, a good time to be involved in this industry. I went through the barn. I've looked at all the goats, and what I'm seeing back there is a sound, stout set of goats. If you're looking for width and depth of body and lots of muscle expression, I see that in this set of goats that are here today. Now, as far as show correctness to meet the breed standard, the breeders have brought me the teat structures that I'll be announcing on each goat. If there was a question about those structures, pigment or the mouth, they had me to look at those to confirm what I'll be reading to you. If you have an issue with any of that, you'll need to go back to the breeder and talk to them. If you would, let me introduce our consigners for today's sale. Big Blue Boers, Matt and Audrey-Lynn Moravec out of David City, Nebraska. Darcy Botger from Arion, Iowa. Cooper Boer goats out of San Francisco, Kansas. Rebar Ranch out of O'Keene, Oklahoma. Triple F Farms out of Glenwood, Iowa. Matt Faust and Sam Worcester. Out of VTZ Boer goats out of Lakeside, Nebraska. Loop River Boer goats from Fulton, Nebraska. Okie Boer goats from Elk City, Oklahoma. Pitzer Ranch out of Erickson, Nebraska. Starshine Meadows out of Kearney, Missouri. Fanning Farms from Oak, Nebraska. And D&D Farms out of Stratford, Oklahoma. If you would put your hands together and give these folks a hand for bringing you a good set of goats. I'm going to turn this over to our auctioneer, Matt Moravec, and I got to see this format that he run last year. I could talk to somebody about it, but until I saw how it operated, I think it is the future of how we're going to sell livestock and goats in this industry. There's no more sitting here for 6 hours. This thing will be over in 2 hours. You're going to be on the road. I hope to see this format more often. The goats are here to look at. You come in here in a nice warm building and sit and we're going to talk about these goats on video that they put together. Matt, I think it's just a fascinating, exciting way that you put together, and I hope to see, and I'm promoting this way, that we see more auctions conducted. Let's give Matt a hand for his innovation. Here, Matt.
One more thing, for those of you who are following along in your catalogs, we're going to have a few changes that are in there, and we'll go over these changes at the time of the bid off. Lot number 13, the pedigree is right, but there's a twin sister to the goat. That what you're going to be buying is lot number 13 is Triple F Farms Dark Jazz. She is a Cajun Force daughter. That's out of that Hillside Casablanca's Flash G57 doe, but the name and the registration is going to be different. Also, lots 53 and 64 for those of you who are following along. And again, we'll go over this when we go over those animals. The picture and the video that you see online is correct. The pedigrees are transposed. So the goats that you're seeing are correct. They're full sisters. Am I right, Greg? Those are full sisters. And again, all it is going to be a name and a registration number that's flip-flop. But otherwise, the goat that you'll be seeing on the line at that time, or on your screen, is the correct animal. One more thing I forgot to do. For those of you, we've housed you in here. We've got you inside, out of the elements and everything. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. Grab a pop. Grab a sandwich. Some of the best barbecue in the Midwest is being done right over there Don Morgan with Smoke on Arrival. I always want to call him the fire engine, but Smoke on Arrival Barbecue Services out of Kennard, Nebraska. I always want to say it by Blair, but does a great job. He catered our meal last night for us consigners, does a spectacular job. He had biscuits and gravy this morning. He's got some of the best barbecue out there. And I'd like to thank, that's Audra Lynn's Uncle Don. I'd like to thank him for being out here today and taking time to come out and feed all of us and keep us in here housed where it's nice and warm. And folks, we're going to have a fast, fun, snappy sale. This auction is all about having fun. You all love the goats as much as we do. There's nothing more that we can say other than to get right down and sell these animals and get them home, show them, have some fun, add to your breeding program, and that's what America is all about. Let's just have some fun. Terry, let's get started with lot number 1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the auction's on. Lot number 1 is a Triple J Farms consignment. She's a 94% purebred doe, born 5/10/20, so she'll be a year old next year. She's 1-1 in her teat structure. You study that top half, you see a lot of Tyler Van Voort's breeding. They're proud of that buck. On the bottom side, I like to see that Max and that Cadillac Jack buck as well. One that's you study her once complete as a balance you can make. You watch on the videos, you see how she moves. I think a really good one to start the sale with. Let's sell this doe.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, on Triple F Farms here by the Painted Snowflake Down. I'd get a bit of what's on Territory 2000. Get two. I'd get a bit of a two. Tear down. I'd get a bit of $1,000 bid. $1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of 500. Let's go. 500 bid. 5. I'd get a bit of $500 bid. 500. Hit $500 down. I'd get a bit of 5 here. I'd get a bit $500. 600. Hit 5. $600 bid. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of $600 down. I'd get a bit of $500 down the line. 600. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of $600 bid. I'd get a bit. She's a purebred down. She's a May of 20 model. $600 bid. 5. 600. $600 bid down. I'd get a bit of 5, 6, 7. $700 bid. I'd get a bit of 600. Get a bit of 700 down. I'd get a bit of 600. 700. 700 at a bid. Hit 700 down. I'd get a bit of 600. Get a bit of a 7 here. I'd get a bit. That's him down. 600. 7 down. Wait. 800 at a bid. Internet. 800 at a bid. I got 7 here. That's him. 800 at a bid. 800 down. I'd get a bit of a 7 down. 8 bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 down. Wait. $800 on her. 800 at a bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 down. 8 here. I'd get a bit of 800 at a bid. I'd get an internet shroud. 800. Get $700 down. 800. 700. 800 at a bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 down. 8 here. I'd get a bit of a 7 down. 8 down. 800 at a bid. Last call is 7 down. 8 here. I'd get a bit 800. Sold her 700. Sold 700. He's going to be bar number 18. Bar number 18. Thank you, sir. Bar number 18.
All right, lot number 2 is a 50% doe, red doe that comes to you, and they talk about that look that she brings. And I went back out there and looked at this doe again. The first thing that strikes me is how long-bodied this doe is. You can't buy the length that this doe brings. We started this doe up right from the start, put one of their good ones right at the front. Bill Stanton breeding. You can see Bill Stanton there. Ormond Trout there on the bottom side. We got red all the way. That was a red Ruger son that Bill Stanton had. I think one that's complete and balanced, a lot better than this video shows. That's a heck of a doe. Let's sell her.
Do that on the sled no down. I'd get a bit of $1,000 bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit out of a Urish Ridge buck down. I'd get a bit of $1,000 here. 500. Here we go. $500 bid. I'd get a bit again. 5. 500. 600. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of a 607. Hit 700 bid. I'd get a bit of a thing there. I'd get a bit of a 700 800. 800 bid. 800. Hit 7 down. 800. Get a bit 8 down. 8 down. 9 down. 9. I'd get a bit of a 900 bid. 800. 900. $900 on her. 800 9. Hit down 9 bid. I'd get a bit of a 9 down. Bid. I'd get a bit of a 9 down. 9. Folks, if you want to add to your color program, this would be a great doe to do it. 800, 900, and show correct as well. 800, 900, 900 at a bid. 800 at a bid. Down 9, down 9. Get a bit of a 9 down. Bid down. Get a bit of a 9 down. Do you want 900? 800 9. Hit down 900 at a bid. I'd get a bit of a 9 down. Bid down. Get a bit of a 9 down. Bait down 9 here. Down 900 here. 9 have. Sold her 800. Sold 800. Going to Bruno, Nebraska. Number 7 buys that. Bar number 7. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Lot number 3 is a Picture Ranch consignment. This doe was born 9/21/20, solid black doe here. I don't know if you've tried to make black. They're very hard to make and get them this good. This is Tana's second choice that she brought. She's 1-1 clean on her teat structure. You got that Kedrick Miller buck outcast. They sold a son last week for $38,000 on the top side. Kedrick Miller breeding again, and then we throw in some great color there on the bottom. One that's correct. One, look how level top she is and deep bodied. A whale of a black doe here. Let's sell her full blood.
Here's a nice black full blood note here now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to shift gears a little bit down. How to get a bit of a 2,500. 2,500 on a bid. 25 down. How to get a bit of a 25 here down. How to get a bit of a 2. How to get $1,000 bid. $1,000. 1,000 a bid. How to get a bit of a $1,000 down. 1,000 here about one down one. How to get a bit of a 1,000. 1,250. $1,000 bid. How to get a bit of a 12 and a half here to get $1,000 down. 1,250. $1,000 down. 1,250. 15. $1,500 bid. How to get a bit of a 15 down. 17. 15. How to get a bit of a 2. How to get a bit of there down. How to get a bit 18. 19 a bid. And a 19 here down 2. 2. 2. Could have been 2 grand. How to get a bit of 2 there. Now 1. How to get a bit of 1. Down 1. How to get a bit 2 to back. You want 1 here. 2,100. Now 1. 2,100 at a bid. How to get a bit of 1. Hit 1. How to get a bit of 1 down 2. $1. How to get a bit of 1 down 2. $1. Hit 1. How to get a bit of 1 down 1. How to get a bit of, folks, if you want to add to the black color program, here be the dough to do it with. Get 2,000 to the back. 2,100. And down 1. Hit 1. How to get a bit of 1 down 2 to the back. Get a bit of 1 down 1. How to get a bit of 1 down. To get a bit of Matt Yell done here. You got 2,100. Hit 1 bid. How to get a bit of 1 down 2 to the back. Get a bit of 1 down 21. And now 1. How to get a bit of 1 down 2. $1. How to get a bit of 1 down 2. Down 1. How to get a last call, folks. 2,000 bid. Individual to get 2,100. How to get it on a full blood note here. Down 21 bid. And now 1 out of get it. She's got a whole life ahead of her. September 20 mile. Now get 2,100. 2,100 in a bid. 2,000 bid. How to get a video of 21 down. How to get a 2. How to get a video of 1 here. 9 half. Sold the dough. 2,000. Sold her 2,000. Bar number 1 gets her 2,000 even. Bar number 1, you're going to like her.
All right, thank you so much. Lot number 4, the red wine doe, brought to you by Boer's Boards. Full blood doe, be a year old next this May. Just a young doe coming in here. You got Jason Cohen breeding that buck that Jason made. Goes back to Greg Goose, which travels back to Abel Acres Absolute buck. Smith Glen Boer breeding on the bottom with some Armand Trout red thrown in there too. Justin Stewart had that next dimension buck that did as much as the industry as any one buck did. Good bite, good teats, 2 and 200 pigment. You study this doe, just a good, solid young doe that's got the whole future in front of her. Look how deep center body this doe is. Let's sell her.
Capacious is the word they've been using lately here. How to get a bit of a 2,000. I like her down. How to get a bit of a 2 here down. How to get a bit of a 2 here down. $1,000 bid. $1,000 bid. How to get a bit of a 1,000. Get $500 down. 600. 5, 6, 7. 700 bid. 607. 700 bid. How to get a bit of a 7 here. 600. How to get a bit of a 700 down. How to get a bit of a 6, 7 down. Paid. 800. 800 9. And down 9. How to get a bit of a 9 down. How to get a bit of a 9 down. 800 900 bid. Hit 9. How to get a bit of 9 here down 9. How to get a bit of a 9 down. We got to get a bit of $1,000 down. $1,000 bid. How to get a bit of a 1 down 1. How to get a bit of $1,000 down. How to get a bit of 9 on line. Give $1,000 bid. $1,000 down. How to get a bit of 1,000. $1,000 down. How to get a bit of a 1 down 1. How to get a bit of $1,000 bid. How to get a bit of 1,000 here and 9 bid. How to get a bit of $1,000 down. How to get $1,000. Take it if you want her. $1,000 bid to get 900 online. $1,000 down. $1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of 1,000 here. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 1. I'd get a bit of a 1,000. Look good in Brainerd. I know that. $1,000 bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 1. I'd get a bit of $1,000. Last call here. 900. You want 1,000? Sold her online. 900. Sold her $900. That's going to be number 526. Buys that. 526.
All right, lot number 5 coming in here is a 94% purebred doe. It's a Cooper's Boer goats. This doe was born 4/23/20, so she's still under a year old as well. 1 and 1 in her teat structure. You look at the top side there, you got Deemer breeding that big red buck that the Deemers had. I really liked him a whole lot. We got some Bill Riles and Nicky Riles breeding there. Throw in some Abel Acres. Got excited. I saw my old buddy down at the bottom. Darwin McLeod was raising colored goats. That Tim, Mr. Freckles, before we could even spell the word color, he was raising them and making them good. And certainly one here in front of you, one that's big and stout, a lot of base width that I like about this doe. Look how thick, deep centered bodied she is as well. A lot of dimension that this doe brings as well. Just study her, one that when you saw her back there in the barn, she's certainly 50 to 100% better than her picture shows. Let's sell this good doe.
Well, the nice doe there down. How to get a bit of $1,000? Get after her. $1,000 bid. 1,000 here down. How to get a bit of 1,000? How to get a bit of it here? How to get it? $500 buyer. $500 bid. And down 5 bid. How to get a bit of a 5 down 5 here? Down $600 bid. 5, 6, 7. And $700 bid. And down 7 here. 600. Get a bit of a $700 down. How to 8 down 8. How to get a bit of a 7 on line. 800. 800 bid. How to get a bit of a 700 down. How to get a bit of a 7 down 8 down 8 down to get a bit of a 7. $800 bid. $800 on her. $700 down 8 down 8 down to get a bit of a 7 down 8 down $800 down. How to get a bit of 7 on line. $800 on her. 800 at a bid. Hit 7 down, pay 10. I'd get a 8 down, pay down, pay. I'd get a 7 down, pay bid. I'd get she's got a great disposition too. You got a youngster that wants to take a show doe out and make and probably have the doe teach the youngster a little bit something about working around in the ring. That'd be the doe to do it with. I'd get it. Got 7 on line, right? 800 at a bid. You want to give it 800? $800 on her. 700 at a bid. I'm 800 at her down. I'd get a bit of a 7 down, pay down, 7 down, pay. 800 at a bid. I'd get a bit down, pay. I'd get a bit of 7. $800 last call. Get 7 on line down. I'd get a bit 800 at a bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 down, pay. Sold on line 700. Sold her 700. 523 buys that one. Number 523. Thank you. Get a nice doe.
All right, lot number 6 coming in. This is an 87.5% doe. Sunshine Meadows brings this doe. Was a 1/7/20, so she's just a bit over a year old here. We talk about elegance up in your front end. This is the first thing that struck me when I saw this doe. Look at that dapple splash that she has back there on the rear. Certainly going to come from the Dusick breeding out of San Angelo on the top. You got Bill and Sue Hobby right dab there in the middle. Been breeding good goats out in California forever, and it's one of the oldest programs there on the bottom side. Pete Ward and Sunshine Board with the Piercies always had great does. You look at her, just a solid doe. Let's sell this. You want color, you want tradition. She's got it all. Let's sell her.
Absolutely. I'd get a bit color producer down. I'd get a bit of a 2,500. And down 2,500 on a bid. I'd get a bit of a 25 here down. I'd get a give $1,000 in starter. $1,000 bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pound here. I'd get a bit of a pawn down pawn. I'd get a bit of $500 down. 600. Hit 5, 6 here. Hit a 5 down. $600 7. Hit 7 down. Get a bit 8 down. Pay $800 down. 9 down. 9. I'd get a bit of a 9 down. We'd get a bit of 9 down. 9 down. 9 down. $1,000 down. $1,000. Hit 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down. 1,100 at a bid. I'd get a bit of 1,000 there. 1,100. 1,011. 1,100 at a bid. I'd get a bit of a 10 down. I'd get a bit of a 1,011, 1,100 at a bid. I'd give it a nickel's dollar down. I'd give you a color producer. Give 1,100 at a bid. 1,011, 1,100 at a bid. I'd give it 10. I'd give it 11 down, 10 down, 11 here. I'd give it 1,011. $1,000 is down. 1,100 at a bid. Internet, if you want to be a buyer, I'd get 1,100 at a bid. 1,011, 1,100 at a down. I'd give it 10. I'd give it 11 down, 10 down, 11 here. I'd get 1,100 at a bid. 1,100, 1,011. I'd give it 10. I'd give it 11 down, 10 down, 11 here. I'd get 1,100 at a bid here. I'd have. Sold the doe, $1,000. Sold $1,000. You get a nice doe, bar number 3. $1,000 even, bar number 3. You're going to like her.
All right, thank you so much. Lot number 7, Tinkerbell, they call her, born 2/19/20, just a bit over a year old here. 50% doe coming in, teach her 1 by 1. This doe is show correct all the way. You look at the top side, you got the Caden Merriman breeding there out of Good Shepherd Ranch, Sarah Bren, that buck that they've been using in their program so much. That white lining on top with Merriman simply stole the national show just a few years ago. And on the bottom there, you see a Maddie Fenton breeding. That Apollo goes back to that flash buck that we raised. A strong competitive program top and bottom. And you look at her, a complete doe that's ready to take home, put on some feed, and take her out and show her and breed her. A solid doe, let's sell her.
He's ready to take right off the trailer today and show, ladies and gentlemen. Go, how much on her? Down, $1,000 bid. Here we go. $1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pond here. Down $500. Here we go. And I'd get a bit of a 5 again. 5, 600. Hit 5, 6 here. You got 5 in the back. You get a bit 6 here. Hit a 5. I'd get a bit of a 600 at a bid. I'd get a bit of a 5 down. 600 down. I'd get a bit of a 500 at a bid. 600. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of a 6 here. I'd get a bit. I'll do that. 5.5 down. 600. You can do that. Down 6.5. 650. Hit a 6 here. Down half. Hit a half here. Down. Get a bit of a 5. Down. Don't miss that good dough for a half here. You want 650 down 7 down 50 7 and a half 8 800 bid down 800 8 down 8 down 800 BJ you want it 800 a bit 800 you get 7 and a half bid 800 your turn down half 850 800 half now 9 900 at a bid $900 on her down I'd get a bit of a 9 and a 9 here down 9 to 9 get a bit of a 9 down 9 work's been done you just got to take her home and you know what to do with her do you want to get $900 on her 900 at a bid but thank you for playing 850 9 and 900 at her down 9 get a bit 8 down half down 9 here down 900 at her down I'd get a bit of a 900 y'all done and $900 thank you though 900 at a bid I'd get a bit of 1509 sold 850 sold 850 and he's going to be by our 17 850 number 17 he knows what to do with the dough.
All right, thank you. Lot number 8 is a Rebar Ranch consignment. This is a full-blood buck, looks to me like, coming in. This is black all the way, and ladies and gentlemen, you talk about something that's hard to make is a buck that's colored, but he's right and he's made like, look at the bone on this guy. We studied that thing. Kedrick Miller on top. You got Bill Stanton there in the middle with that red and Cindy Westfall. And then we look at Dustin D-Jack's program on the bottom side. That doe is a D-Jack all the way, a guy was able to come in and put some width and breadth, some dimension to these colored goats here. And this is the dam of this good buck. If you're looking for one that's ready to go to work, his bite is tight, his pigment's good. He's 1-1 teated, by the way. He's ready to go. And you got that Popeye deal. This is a son of Popeye. You're not going to find anymore. Let's sell this good black buck.
Hottest colors out there down. I'd get a bit of a 5,000 by him. A 5 here. I'd get a bit of a 5,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 5 here. Somebody get 2. Hit 2,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 2 bid. I'd get a bit of a 2 here. I'd get a 1,000. 1250. 1,000 down. 12 and a half. Get a bit of a 1250. 15. I'd get a bit of 1,500 a bid. I'd get a bit of 15 now. 1750. Hit 17 and a half here. I'd get a bit of 15 to back. Get a bit of a 1750 bid. I'd get a bit of 15 to bid. 1750. 15. I'd get a bit of a 17 and a half here. I'd get a bit of 2. I'd get a bit of 2 down. I'd get a bit of a 2 down. 2250. Hit 22 and a half here. I'd get a bit of a 2 and a half here. I'd get a bit of 2,000. 2250. Hit 2 and a half here. I'd get a bit of 2. I'd get a bit of a 5 here. Down 5 here. 5. Hit down 5 bid. I'd get a bit of a 5 down 5. I'd get a bit of a 5 down 5 here. $2,500 on it. Down 5. Hit a 5 bid. You get 5. Hit 5 here. Down 7 a bid. I'd get a bit of 5 right down 7 a bid. I'd get a bit of 25. 7 and a half. 3,000. Hit 3. I'd get a bit of 3,000 down. I'd get a bit of 3 back there. I'd get a bit of 3,000 a bid. Hit 3. I'd get a bit of a 3 bid. I'd get a bit of a 3 down 7 down 3 down 250. Hit 3. I'll move the bidder online down 3,000. You guys got to be 250 back there. Hit 3,000 250. Hit 3. I'd get a bit of a 2 and a half here down. I'd get a bit of 3 bid. I'd get a bit. You want 3250. Give 3250. 3,000 a bid. You want to get 3250. 3,000 bid. I'd get a bit of a 2 and a half here down. I'd get a bit of 3 bid online. Get a bit 3250 bid. Hit 3. I'd get a bit of a 2 and a half here down. I'd get a bit. Y'all done back there. 3,000 a bid. You want to get 3250. 3 to bid. I'd get a bit of a 2 and a half here down. I'd get a bit of a 250 bid. I'd get a bit. Folks, I've owned a son of Popeye, just 1 or 2. I know this buck is not done growing yet. You want to get 3250. Be a great color producer. You want to get 3250 bid. Yes or no? 3,000 a bid. 3250. I'd get a bit of no down. I'd get a bit. But thank you though. 3,000 down. I'd get a bit 3250 here. I'd have. Sold the buck. $3,000 online. 3,000 bid number 506. Thank you. 3,000 line bid number 506. Thank you. You're going to like that buck.
All right, lot number 9 is the VTZ Boer Goats consignment. She's 12, 23, 19 doe, 50% doe. This doe is 2 and 2 in her teeth structure, and she's correct all the way. We look at the top side. You see Deemer's Foreman buck. That buck was a big, tall, longest buck I believe I've ever seen. Bottom side, you got the Redden brothers. That square one. It's hard to find a square one. You put a shot of square one in these does, and you're certainly going to be happy with that. They tell me, Vicky tells me this doe is a great mother. We see that better in the percentages than we do the full bloods, taking care of those baby goats like she should. We study her deep center body, capricious kind of doe. Let's sell this solid doe here.
I'd get it as solid as the word on her. Yes. No. Comes to you reproductively untouched. There we go. Her mother was bred. Okay. Yeah. All right, I'd get a bit of it, folks. We don't rehearse this. This is all right off the cuff. And I'd get a bit of much on her. And I'd get a bit of it here. I'd get a bit $2,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 2 here. Give $1,000 bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of one here. 500. Here we go. And I'd get a bit of 5 down. 5 600. Hit 7. Hit $7. 8 down. 8 down. 8 down. 9 down. 9. I'd get a bit. I'd get a bit. You see there. And I'd get a bit $900. 900 bid. 900. $800 9. Hit down 9 bid. I'd get a bit. I'd get a bit of 9 down. 8 down. I'd get a bit of 9 down. 8 down. 9. Hit $900 down. I'd get a bit of 9 down. I'd get a bit of 9 down. 8 down. 9. You want to get 50? You want to do that? 800. 850. 800 up half here. Down. Down. Get a bit of 5 down. 5. I'd get a bit. I'd get a bit right there. 800 down half. 800 spin. I'd get a bit of 5 here. Down. Get a bit of 8 down. 5 here. 850. She's going down the road. Down. You want 850? 800 up half here. Internet. Yes, no. I'd get a bit of 5 here. 850. 800 bid. I'd get a bit of 5 here. I'd get a bit of 5 down. 8 down. 5. I'd get a bit of so I'd get a bit down half. Internet. You want 9 to get a bit of Nebraska. You want to get 850. I'd have 850. I'd get a bit of 5 here. I'd get a bit of 5. Sold 800. Sold at 800. Buyer number 8 buys that. Buyer number 8 stays in Butler County, Nebraska.
All right, thank you. We're going to lot number 10. This Okie Boer Goat consignment. Landon bringing this our first full-blood dappled doe here. You see you got Randy Dusick and Cindy up there out of San Angelo. This is Josh and Johanna Weir breeding that copper top red fusion, loaded with color there. Those guys there in Oklahoma making about a good a colored goat program as you can put together. They're just famous for that. And they were just loaded with color and dapple there on the bottom side. This is your full-blood doe. I studied this doe there in the back end, and I really appreciate how level top. And we put this doe in motion. Looks how he reaches out and pull those feet back in. Just a stout-made capricious, thick doe here. Let's sell her.
She's coming to you open, folks. You take her home. You know what to do with her down. I'd get a bit of a 5,000. Let no. And I'd get a bit of a pair. I'd get a bit of a 5 pair down. 2,000 on her bid. Somebody get 2. Hit 2,000 on her down. I'd get a bit of a 2 here. I'd get a bit of $1,000 on the ground. 12.50. $1,000 on line here. 10, 12 and a half. I'd get a bit of 12.50 bid. I'd get a bit of 15 net. At 15, 15 down 17 and a half here. I'd get a bit of 17, 50 down 2, down 2. I'd get a bit 2 down here, down 2. I'm 17.50 on the floor. Sorry, net to get a bit 2,000. Hit 2. I'd get a bit of a 2 pound here. 22 down here. Hit 2 down to get a bit of a 22.50 bid. I'd get a bit 2 pound. I'd get a bit of a 22.50. Hit 2 but a half here. I'd get a bit 2 down to get a bit of a 5 here. 2,000 on her bid. I'd get a bit of 22.50. You want to get 2,100. You want to do that. Hit 2,000 bid. 21. Hit down 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 2. Down 1 down 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 2 down 1. I'd get a bit. You're missing an opportunity here, ladies and gentlemen, to get $2,000 down. Hit a bit of 2,100. Hit 2 bid. Down 1. Hit down 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 2. Down 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 2. Down 1 down 2,000 down 1. Hit 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 2. Down 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 1,200 in a bid. You want to get 21. Hit 1 bid. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 2 bid. Down 1 down 1. I'd get a bit of a down. I'd get a last call, ladies and gentlemen, to get $2,000 bid. 2,100 in a bid. 2,100 down. I'd get it that Fred Fusion bucket. I'd get it. He'll throw you some nice big does down 2,000. You want to get 21? Hit 1 bid. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 2. I'd get a bit of a 1 here down 1 here. I'd have sold the dough. $2,000 even. Bid number 507 online goes to Kansas bound. 507. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Lot number 11 is Cowgirl Up. This is a Loop River Boer Goat consignment 512-20. This doe here, and when you study her, we see we got Paul and Kim's ace in the hole. You won't see many more of those. A Stanky bred LK7 there on the sire side. And you look at the bottom, and that thing is just loaded with color from top to bottom. Her sire is red and white paint. Her dam is a red dapple doe, and you see that up in the front end, how pretty she is. Just quite spectacular in her color design. Good solid doe here. Big wide-skulled female. Lots of breed character about her. Let's sell her.
You're going to like that doe down. I'd get a bit of a I'd get a bit of a Loop River branch here down. I'd get a bit of a 3,000 in a 3. I'd get a bit of 3,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 3 down 2 tiered. I'd get a bit of a 2. Give $1,000 in starter. $1,000 bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 1 down. I'd get a bit of a 1,000 here. I'd get a bit of $500 down. 750. Hit down 5 here. I'd get a bit of 7.5 bid. I'd get a bit of $1,000 down. 1,000 bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 12.50. I'd get a bit of a 12.5. 12.50 bid. I'd get a bit of 12.50. 15 bid. 15. I'd get a bit of 15. 15. I'd get a bit of 1,500 down. I'd get a bit of 12 and a bid. 1,500. 15. I'd get a bit of 1,500 in a bid. I'd get a bit of a 12.50. 1,500. 1,500 down. I'd get a bit of 15. 15. I'd get a bit of a 12 and a bid. 1,500 in a bid. 15 down. I'd get a bit of 15. 15. I'd get a bit of 15 bid. I'd get a bit of 12 and a half here. You want internet? You want to get 1,300. I get 12 and a half here. 1,300 in a bid. 13 down. I'd get a bit of a 12 and a half here. I'd get a bit of 1,300 now. 14. Now 1,400. 14 a bid. 13. I'd get a bit of 14. I think you will. You want to get 1,400. 13. 14 bid. 1,400 down. I'd get a bit of 14 bid. 13. I'd get a bit of 14 here. I'd get a bit of 14. I'd get a bit of 1,400 in a bid. I'd get a bid of 14. 13's a bid. 14. 15. Now 15 down. Now 15 a bid. 1,500. 1,500 in a bid. I'd get a bit of 15 down. I'd get a bit of 15 internet. You get a bit of 15 bid. 14's down. 1,500 in a bid. 15 here. I'd get a bit of 15. 15. I'd get a bit of 15 bid. I'd get a bit of the good cowboy coffee buck. Just recently ennobled. You get $1,400 bid. 1,500. Anybody else in the room? 1,500 in a bid. You want to get 1,500. 14 bid. 1,500. 15. 15. I'd get a bit of 14s on the back. Get a bit of 15 here. 15. Internet last call. 1,500 in a bid. 14. I'd get a bit of 15. 15. I'd get a bit of 15 here. I'd have sold the doe 1,400. Sold her 1,400. Bidder 13. Bidder number 13. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Lot number 12 is a big blue Boer consignment. Date of birth 9/19/20. This doe comes in one that just exudes femininity about her head and neck. She's that stroll bred on top out of Rizky Business. On the bottom side, you see that Jenkins Kung Fu out of the Natalie Schaefer program. And you look at the other side, that's top and bottom Kung Fu Panda. How far would you have to drive to find that doe? A one that's just so pretty in her design and moves to you and away from you real good. Good, solid young doe. Got her whole future in front of her. Let's sell her. 1 and 1.
1 and 1, 2, not get a bit of 1, 1 and 2, don't down, not get a bit of brisky, don't down, not get a bit of a dare, not get a bit of $1,000 bid, $1,000 bid, not get a bit of full blood spotted down, not get a bit of $1,000 here, 500, 600 in the bid, 5, 6, 7, and down paid, 800 down, 9 down, $1,000 down, $1,100 bid, down, 11 down, 11 down, 11, not get a bit of 1,000, 11 down, 12, and 12 here, down, 12, not get a bit of 13, not get a bit of 14, 14, not get a bit of 1,500 in the bid, 15, not get a bit of 15, 16, not get a bit of 16, not get a bit of 10, 15, 16, who gets 1,600, 16, not get a bit of 1,600 in the bid, not get a bit of 15, not get a bit of 16, not get, did you get 15, not get a bit of 15, not get a bit, I'm 14 here, so the internet, yeah, James, you got to be 15 then, I'm sorry, 14's here, 15, not get a bit of 15 bid, 1,400, can we do that, not get a bit of 15 bid, 1,500 or down, I'm with Mitch at 1,400, internet 1,500 in a bid, 1,500, 15 a bid, I'd get a bit of 15, I'd get a bit of 14, I'd get a bit of 15, hands there if you want her, 14, 15 bid, 1,500 at a bid, I'd get a bit of 15, I'd get a bit, James, you want her, 15, down 16, now we unbroke the tie, 1,600, 15, 16 bid, 1,600, 1,600 at a bid, 15, I'd get a bit 16, 16, I'd get a bit 16 bid, 1,600, 16 if you want her, 15, I'd get a bit 1,600 at a bid, I'd get a bit of a 16 here, last call, 15, I'd get a bit of a 16 here, I'd have. Sold the dough, 1,500. Sold her 1,500. Thank you, James. Bid number 507 on line 507.
All right, purebred doe, lot number 13, lucky 13, 75% doe, Triple F Farms coming in here. She's 1 and 1 with spurs. She is correct all the way. Kind of get excited to see that square one buck, Paul and Kim's buck on top, that we had a shot of that did so much for our program as well. Our good friend Rodney Myers out of Illinois with his breeding there on the bottom side. So you've got color, deep color, lots of color on the bottom side with that buck, a dark mark. That was the first black buck ever to be ennobled in the history of the AVGA. So we're combining lots of good in this doe. We study her one that just needs just a bit more time, a little more feed, but you look at her, she's correct in every way. Structurally, she's sound to the ground. Let's sell this young female.
You like her down, high to get a bit of folks. She's got her whole life ahead of her here. Down, high to get a bit of a 2,000. 1,000 on her bid, 1,000 on her down, high to get a bit of a pond, high to get a bit of a 500 on her buyer. 500 on her bid, 500. Hit 500 on her bid, high to get a bit of a pie down 5, high to get a bit of a pie down 500 on her, high to get a bit 500 on her bid, hit down 5, 600. 5, 600 on the bid, hit 5, high to get a bit of a 600 on her down, high to get a bit of a 5 down 6 here, high to get a bit of a 500 on her down 600. Hit down 5 down 6 here, high to get a bit. She just come up on a year old now, ladies and gentlemen. She's got a long ways to go. 500 on her bid, 600, 7. 700 at a bid, 600, 700, hit 700 at a bid, I'd get a bit of a 7 here, 600, get a bit of a 700 at a down, I'd get a bit of a 6 online, you want to get 700, hit 700 at a bid, I'd get a bit of a 7 down, 600, get a bit of a 700 on her down, I'd get a bit of a 6 here, 7, internet 700 at a bid, 600, 7, 700 at a down, I'd get a bit of a 700 down, I'd get a bit of 600, get a bit of a 7 down, paid, 800 at a bid, I'd get a bit of a 7 down, paid, I'd get a bit of a 7 down, paid, down, paid, down, paid, I'd get a bit of a 70 bid, 800, 900, hit down 900 at a down, I'd get a bit of a 9 down, paid, down, 9 down, 9 here, 900 at a bid, 800's bid, 900, $800 down, 900 on a bid, 809, 900 on a down, I'd get a bit of a 9, I'd get a bit of a 9 down, 8 down, 9 here, I'd get a bit of a, if you want her buyer, I'd get a bit of 900 on a bid, last call now, 800, 900 on a bid, 800 on a 9, I'd get a bit of 9 down, 8 down, 9 here, I'd get a bit of a 900 on her here, I'd have 900 bucks. Sold the doe, 800, sold her $800, Texas bound, number 533, buys her, thank you, number 533.
All right, lot number 14 is a Fanning Farms consignment, born 3/31/20, just a tick over a year old, a full-blood doe here. She's 2 and 2, and she's correct all the way. Linda West up there on the top with that bullet. This doe on the bottom, Bill Stanton bred doe, that red out of that a red buck, hot cap of his. Doe Ray on the bottom. They tell me this is the best producing doe in the place. Her full sister to this doe is their big-time show doe with 159 points. I think when she comes in, you'll have to certainly agree why that breeding is working for them. One that just hits you real hard, coming and going. Certainly one when you get back and put her out there in the back, she walks away from you a lot better than that picture shows. Outstanding young female, that seller.
Outstanding is a great word to describe her. Down, I'd get a bit of number 14 here, ladies and gentlemen, here at 2,000. 2,000 a bid. And a moose daughter here, I'd get a bit of 1,000 under, get a bit of it here. I give 1,000 under bid. 1,000. 1,000 under down. I'd get a bit of it here. Got 500 under down. 600. 5, 6 here. I'd get a bit of a 5, 6. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of a 600 under bid. I'd get a bit of 7. 700 under bid. Down 700. 8 down. 8 down. 8 down. 9 down. 900 under down. I'd get a bit of 1,000 under here. 1,000 under. 1,000 in. I'd get a bit of 1,000 under down. 9 to back. 1,000 under bid. Hit 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down. 11. I'd get a bit of it here. I'd get on way in the back at 1,000 to give 11 there in the middle. 1,100 at a bid, 1,011, 1,100 at a bid, down 11 here, down 10, down to get a bid of 11, down 1,000 bid, 1,100, 1,100 at a bid, down to get a bid 10, down to get a bid of 11, down to get a bid of 1,011, down 1,011, 1,100 bid, down 10, down to get a bid of 11, down to get a bid of 10, down 11 here, down anybody else, 1,000 bid, 1,100, 1,011, 1,100 bid, down 11 here, down to get a bid 10, down to get a bid of 11, down here, last call, 1,000 bid, down to get an internet, you want to give 1,100, 1,100 at a bid, down to get a bid of 11 here, down have. Sold it though, $1,000, sold her 1,000. Bid number 26 buys that, $1,000 even. Number 26, thank you.
All right, thank you. Lot number 15 is a Picture Rancher consignment. This is a 50% doe. She's a 319 model. She does sell with a buck kid on her side. Out of an outcast son, you saw how that buck sold just last week for $38,000. Myers bred, you know you're gonna get. Rodney Myers over in Illinois, you know you're going to get black on top when we come out of dark mark. There we talked about him earlier out of her percentage doe there. So that buck kid will be a 75% doe, if my figure is correct, Tina. I believe, Tana. And that buck kid sells with application. He's a dapple buck kid out of the outcast buck. Let's sell this doe.
You're right under there, down. I'd get a bit of it on number 15 down, folks. I'd get a bit of attention here, down. I'd get a bit 3,000. Hit 3. I'd get a bit of a 3 down bid. I'd get a bit of a 3 down 3. I'd get a bit of a 3 here, down 2. I'd get a bit 2,000 a bid. Give $1,000. Let's go. 1,000 a bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pound here. I'd get $1,000 down. You give $1,000. $1,000. 500. 750. Down 1,000. $1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pound. I'd get a bit of $1,000 bid. Hit $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 10 down. 10. I'd get a bit of a 7 a bid. $1,000 bid. $1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pound here. I'd get a bit of a one down. I'd get a bit of $1,000 bid. I'd get a bit, folks. What you're getting here? $1,000 bid. 7 a bid. Give $1,000 down. $1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of $1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a one down. I'd get a bit of a pound here. Down one. I'd get a 7 of 800 a bid. 800. 7, 8, 9. Now 9. Now 9. Down 1,000. $1,000 bid. $1,000 here. Down 9 there. Down 1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a one down. I'd get a bit of a pound there. Down. Get a bit of a one down. $1,000 bid. $1,000. 900 bid. Give $1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a one down. I'd get a bit of a pound here. Down one. Down one. I'd get a bit of $1,000 bid. $900 bid. I'd get a bit of $1,000. Hands high if you want it. $900 down. $1,000 bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of $1,000 down. I'd get a last call here. Down $1,000 bid. $900 down. I'd get a bit of $1,000 here. I'd have sold her 900. Sold her 900. Bid number 25. Buys that. Bid number 25. Thank you.
All right, this Deemer bred property buck coming in. Bodger Boers brings this guy in here. Not quite 3 years old yet. Got a lot of breeding left in this super stout dude. I looked at him in the back, and man, is he stout. He's level top, brings lots of mass. He brings color as well. Double red absolute, the buck on top. Going back to Face the Facts and Gray Goose up there. And then look at that, a Ripper. Are you kidding me? We've got Ripper in there. We've got Hot Commodity and Don Smith breeding as well. Just a Ripper. I believe that'd be a great grandson. But man, you want color. You want the ability to make color. You want to put masculinity to the ground. This is a masculine buck. Our bucks need to be masculine. Our does need to be feminine. This is one that'll do it. Man, look how stout he is. Let's sell him.
Absolutely. I'd could have been just like you said. Put the masculinity back in the herd sire's hound. I'd could have been here looking at him. 5,000. 5,000 a bid. And down 5 here. I'd get a bit of a 5 down 5. I'd get a bit of a 5 down. $2,500 on him down. I'd get a give $1,000 to start him. $1,000 bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a $1,000 down. I'd got $1,250. Hit $1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of a 12 and a fair. I'd get a bit of a $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 12 and a fair. I'd get $1,000. Somebody gets after him. $1,250 bid. $1,000 here down 12 and a fair. Do you want $1,250? $1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of a 12 and a fair. I'd get $1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of a 12 and a fair. I'd give $1,100. Let's go. $1,011. I can't believe this. I'd get a bit of $1,011. $1,100 bid. I'd get a $10. I'd get a bit of 11 down 10 down 11 here. 1,011. 1,100 bid. I'd get a bit of 11 here down 10. I'd get a bit of 11 down. $1,000 bid. 1,100. 11 a bid. I'd get a bit of 11 down 10. I'd get a bit of 11 down. 1,000. You're missing one is right, folks. Study again the pedigree, just like Terry said. You want masculinity. You want to add some carcass to your herd and keep the color as well. This is the buck to do it with. Again, $1,000 bid. I'm asking 1,100. If you want in, get after him. 1,011. 1,100 at a bid. 1,011 down. I'd get a bit 10. I'd get a bit of 11 down 10 down 11 here. 1,011. 1,100 on a bid. I'd get a bit of 11 here. 10. I'd get a bit of 11 down 1,000 here down 11. Wow. 1,011. 1,100 bid. Last call, ladies and gentlemen. 1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of 1,100 under down. I'd get a bit 10. I'd get a bit of 11 here. I'd have. Sold the buck $1,000. Sold at $1,000 even. Bar number 4 buys him 1,000 even. Number 4, you get a nice buck.
All right, well, you got a deal on that buck. I can tell you that right now. Lot number 17 coming up, full blood doe. Cooper Boer goats out of Kansas brings this stout, powerful doe, just as wide and as thick as you can make one. This doe is show correct all the way. I like this pedigree. Maybe I'm a bit prejudiced on that, but you got Trevor's Power Stroke, goes back to the 16 national champion. Square Power. You got lots of Lori Peterson breeding on the bottom side. You see Deemer's Cinch Buck. You're going to hear that a lot today. Also, Dr. Drexler's Cougar. And you got Shanna May. She's 2-2 widespread on that. But when I look at this doe, all I can think of is the thickness and power to the ground that this doe. If you want to stouten up those kids, stouten up and make you a stout buck. This is a doe making. This is a buck making doe right here. Let's sell this good doe.
Absolutely, by that nice big doe, tear it down. How to get a bit of big and broody, just like we like him now. How to get a bit of a Power Stroke on her here. How to get a bit of a 2,000. 2,000 a bid. Hit two. How to get a bit of, how to get a bit of a two, tear it down. How to get a bit of $1,000 bid. $1,000. $1,000 a bid. $1,000 down. How to get a bit of a down here. $1,250. $1,012 a bid. $1,000 down. How to get a bit of a 12 and a pair. How to get a bit of a 1,000 here down. 12 and a pair. How to get a bit of a 1,011. 1,100 and a bid. How to get a bit of 15. So 1,011 and down 12 and a 12 here down 13. How to get a bit of a 14 here down 15. 15 down 15. 16. 16. 16 down 17 here down 17 bid. How to get, you know the breeding 1,700. 16. 17 bid. 17. 17. Did you ask your assistant? 16. 17 bid. 16. How to get a bit of a 17 here down 17. How to get a bit of a 17 bid. In 17. 18. 18 a bid down 18 here. How to get a bit of a 17. 18. 18 down 19 and 19 a bid. How to get a bit of Kansas? You're out here at 18. 19 a bid and 19 here. How to get, and the Malibu crew back there is out as well. 18. 19 a bid. 18. How to get a bit of a 19 here down 18 down 19. How to get a bit of 19 a bid. 18. How to get a bit of 19 here down 18 down 19. Last call. 1,800. 1,900 a bid. How to get a bit 18 here down. I'd get a bit of a 19 here. I'd have. Sold a doe, 1,800. Sold her 1,800. Buyer number 3 buys her 1,800. Get a really nice doe. Buyer number 3.
Indeed, what a great one there. Lot number 18, Starshine Meadows consignment, born 1/6/20, just a bit over a year old there. You see the Arm & Trout program, which makes all those good red goats as good as you can make them. Circle Star boards in there. You got that stout correct, when we talk about correct and the way they're made, the Bill and Sue Hobby program out of California. They're going to be right. They're going to be correct. She's one and run correct. On her teat structure all the way. This doe, when I looked at her, the thing that hit me, I'm a sucker for a big hip. This doe brings a big hip to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Let's sell this powerful doe.
Well, I'd get a bit of a squeeze plate on her down. I'd get a bit of be running out of chances here to get a squeeze plate. No. Here's your chance today down. I'd get a bit of a 2,500. 25 at a bid. I'd get a bit of a 25 here down. I'd get a bit of a 2 here. I'd get a bit of $1,000 on her. 1,000 a bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 1,000 here down. I'd get a bit of 500. 7 a bid. 5, 7.5. And I'd get a bit of 7.5. I'd get a bit of $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of $1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of 1,000 here. $1,000. Hit $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pawn down. I'd get a bit of pawn down. 12 here down. $1,000. 12. 1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of a 12 here. I'd get a 1,011. 1,100 at a bid. I'd get a bit of 1,000 here. Down 1,100 at a bid. I'd get $1,000 bid. 1,100. 1,011. 1,100 at a bid. I'd get a bit 10. I'd get a bit of 11 down. 10 down. 11 here. I'd get a bit of 1,011 down. I'd get a bit of 1,011. 1,100 bid. I'd get a bit of a 10 down. 11 here. I'd got $1,000 bid. 1,100. Squeeze play on her. $1,000. 1,100. 11 a bid. If you know anything about the color program, you know who squeeze play is. Give 1,000 bid. 1,100. 11 here. Down 10 down. 11 down. I'd get a bit of 11 here. 1,011. 1,100 bid. Down 10 down. I'd get a bit of 11 down. 10 down. 11 here. 1,011. 1,100 at a bid. I'd get a bit 10. I'd get a bit of 11 down. 10 down. 11 here. I'd get a 1,000 back. 1,100 at a bid. 1,011. 1,100 bid. I'd get a last call down. 1,100 under here. I'd get a bit of 1,011 here. I'd have sold a doe. 1,000. Sold her 1,000. Number 13 buys her 1,000 even. Number 1-3.
All right, lot number 19 is the D&D consignment. 75% doe coming in here. This doe is confirmed bred. She is due the end of July. She's bred by that Sarah bred Flashpoint buck, which is Merriman's Chick's Final Call over Maddie Fenton's Apollo doe. Just a fantastic put together buck there. You look over there, and we've got Mark Fraser that put Absolute on top of his does there, and then we're Terry Brown and Maddie on the other side as well. What a combination there. And we put her out there and move her around, and you can see we got a good, solid, structurally correct doe. They hit you hard coming and going. Let's sell this good, solid doe.
Big Salt is right down. I'd get a bit of a tear down. I'd get a bit of a 2,000. 2,000 on her bid. I'd get a bit of Brendo down. I'd get a bit of 1,000. I'd get a bit. She be kidding here. Due at the end of July down. I'd get a bit of come right along down. I'd get a bit of $1,000 buyer. 1,000 on her bid. 1,000 on her down. I'd get a bit of a pawn down pawn. I'd get a bit of a 500 on her bid. 600. 5, 6, 600 on her bid. Head down 5. I'd get a bit of a get 6 here. I'd get a bit of a 700 on her bid. I'd get a bit of a 6,000. 700 on her bid. 6, 7. Hit 700 on her bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 here. I'd get a bit of some July kids out of her down. 600, 700. Hit 700 on her bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 here down. I'd get a bit of 600. 700. 700 on her bid. I'd get a bit of 600. Could have been of a 700 on her down. I'd get a bit of a 700. 6 here. 7. 700 on a bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 down. 600. Could have been of a 700. I'd get a bit of a 7. A bread dough for $700 on her. 700. 700 on a bid. Think of what she's carrying inside. Again, $600 bid. 7. Thinking now 8. Now 800 in the back there. Down 8. Now 8. Down 8. 9. Now 900. Now 9. 900 on a down. Now we down. Could have been of a 9. Down 8. Down 9. $900 down. Now we down. Could have been of a 9. Down 8. Down 9. Down 9. Could have been of a 9. Now we down. Could have been $900 on her. 900 on a bid. And 9 to 850. 800 up half here. Dig down. Could have been of a pound down. 8 down a half here. Dig down. Could have been of a pound down. 850. Net yes or no. 800 up half. And I could have been no. I could have been. I took you at 8. Now 8. I could have been. I took you at 800 if you're still there. And I'd could have it. No, I'm actually 700 here if you want to be 800. $800, Andy. $800 on her. $800 bid. You want to get 750? Look at your kids. Start pitching a fit. Give 750. Do that. Give 750. You do that right. 750. 700, 750. Kids here right in July. Give 750. Andy wanted I'd get it a 750. 700 bid. I'd get a bit of a pound fair. I'd get a bit of okay there. I'd get a bit of a 7 down path. It's 700 bid. I'd get a bit of a pound fair down 7. I'd get a bit of a pound fair. I'd have. You guys got to be better actors than that. You know that. I'd get 8. I'd get a bit of 7.5. Sold $700 online. 521. $700 even online. Number 521. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Lot number 20. This is a Rebar Ranch consignment of black doe here. Doe comes to you open and ready to breed. If you buy this doe, they will sell her with one straw of bad company, or if you'll talk to them after the sale, they will breed her to any buck standing at Rebar Ranch for an additional fee. Bite type, pick the goods, again, 1 and 1. This doe's ear is folded, making her not show correct, but I have never seen a folded ear keep a doe from breeding or having babies. So that's what she's made to do. That's what she needs to do. It's pretty exciting. Rodney Meyer, doe bred buck. You got dark mark on top and bottom. So you're going to have black bleed through here. And you see the Boer B. Boer down at Heiko and Kedrick Miller in there as well. What a fantastic bred and good, well-made sound. And I like to see that sound of these goats on this black doe. Let's sell this good doe.
That ear probably keep her head on the fence here down. I'd get a lot number 20 down, ladies and gentlemen. How much on here down? I'd get a bit of here 25. 25 on a bid. I'd get a bit of a 25 down. I'd get a bit of I'd get a bit of a 2,000 on a bid. You want to get 2 here down? I'd get a bit of 1,000 on her down. I'd get a bit of 1,000. I'd get 1 down. I'd get a 1,000. 1250. 1,000 on a bid. I'd get a bit of a 12 on a fair. I'd get a bit of 1,000 on her down. 12 on a fair. I'd get a bit of $1,000 down. 1250. 1,000. 1250. 1,000 here down. 12 on a fair. I'd get a bit of 15. 15. I'd get a bit of 15 here down. 1750. Hit 17 and a half pound. Get a bit of a 17 and a half. I'd get a bit of 15, 17, 50. It's 1750 down. I'd get a bit of 15 here down. 17 and a half here. I'd get a bit of 15 bid. 17 and a half. It's 1750 bid. I'd get a bit of 15, 1600. 15, 1600 a bid. 15. I'd get a bit of a 16, 16. I'd get a bit of a 1600. 15 a bid. 1600 a bid. 16, 16. I'd get a bit of a 16 here. I'd get a bit of 15 a bid. $1,600 on her. 1600. 16 a bid. A kingpin scarecrow daughter, ladies and gentlemen. Get 15 bid. 16, 15, 16 a bid. 16. I'd get a bit of a 16. I'd get a bit of a 15 here down. 16, 1500. You want to get 1600. 1600 a bid. 16 down. I'd get a bit of 15. I'd get a bit of a 16 down. I'd get a bit of 15. 16 a bid. 1600. I'd get a bit of a 16. Well, you're out there. 1600. 1500. 1600. 15. I'd get a bit of a 16 down. I'd get a bit of a 16. I'd get a bit of 15 here. 16 here. I'd have 1600. Last call. I'd have. Sold the doe. 1500. Bar 25. $1,500 even. Bar of a 25.
All right, thank you. Lot number 21 is a VTZ Boer goat consignment. This doe born 5/10/18. When you study this doe, if you want one big, you want one broody, you want one that's a proven mother, this doe is kidded and raised those kids just fine. That's what you want, one that can do that. And the mothering characteristics of this doe is really good. She's open and ready to go. Kind of exciting there to see Glenn Hutto in that pedigree on the top side. You don't see there very often. You got Dusac out of San Angelo. You got Max Boer goats. You got Natalie Shafford. Natalie's breeding there. What a power pack pedigree with a big body. Look at how deep centered body this doe is. Going to carry lots of kids for you. Let's sell her.
Will do. Down, I'd get a bit of big spotted toe there. Down, I'd get a bit of a full blood. And I'd get a bit of a ton here. Down, I'd get a bit of a 35 here. And I'd get a bit of 3,000. 3, 2 here. Down, I'd get a bit of a 2. Down, I'd get a bit of a 2. Give $1,000 in starter. $1,000 bid. There's a doe to bring down. $1,000 bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pawn down. 500. 750. Hit down 5. 7 a bid. Hit 5 here. Down 7 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 5, 6, 7. Up $1,000 down. I'd get a 1,000. 1250. 1250. Internet. You're out. 1250 bid. 1,000's here first at 1250. 1,100, you do that, 1,011, 11 down, 12, ma'am, and a 12 here, down, so now to get a bit of a 12 here, 1,100, 12, 13 to bid, 13 down to get a young man, to get 12 in line here, 1,300, young lady, 1,300, 1,400, 1,400, 14 to bid, 13, 1,400 now, 13, now to get a bit of 14, now to get a bit of 13 bid, 1,400, internet shroud again, now to get a bit of 1,400 at a bid, 13, now to get a bit of 14, now to get a bit of 14, 13, 14 bid, hit 1,400 at a bid, now to get a bit of 14, 14, if you want it, 1,400. 13's bid, 14, 1,400 down. I'd get it. Anybody else hands high? 13 to bid, 14 down 15 to bid, 15 young lady, get a bit of 15 bid, 15, I'd get a bit of 1,500 a bid. You want 1,500? Buyer if you want her, 1,500 at a bid. I'd get a bit of 14, I'd get a bit of 15 here. I'd have sold the doe 1,400, internet 509, 1,400, internet 509. Get another nice doe.
All right, lot number 22 is Okie Boer Goats consignment, 5/3/20 born doe. This doe's not even a year old here. Pretty exciting there. Mixing Justin Stewart's Next Dimension buck with Smith Glenn out of early Texas. We got that peeping Hot Tom, Dappled Tom, whatever. He's one of the few dappled smoking hot sons that I've seen that's just outstanding. And boy, I tell you, when we look at this doe, how unique she is in her color pattern, the patch on the back, the patch on the front, and one that's put together well. I like this doe a whole lot, 75%. She's show correct. Let's sell this good, interesting colored doe here.
Hot dimensions, daughter down. I'd get a bit of a here down 2,000. 2,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 2 down. I'd get a bit of a 2 here. I'd get a big $1,000 bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 500. Here we go. And I'd get a bit of 5, 750. Hit down 5. I'd get a bit of a $600 bid. I'd get a bit of a 5 down. 600 at a bid. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of a 6 here down. I'd get a bit of 7. Hit a 7 down. 8 down. 8 down. 9 down. 9. Get a bit of a 9 down. I'd get a bit of 9 down. 1,000 or 1,000. You have to give me 1,000 there. 1,000 internet. You get to be $1,000 down. 1,000 a bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pawn down. I'd get a bit of $1,000 bid. Hit 1. I'd get a bit of a pawn down. I'd get a bit of 900 down. 1,000 here. $1,000 bid. 900. Give $1,000 on her. Hit $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pawn down. I'd get a bit of 1,000 a bid. Hit down 1. I'd get a bit of a pawn down. I'd get a bit of 1,000 here. I'd get a bit of 900s down. $1,000 down. $1,000. $900 is bid. I'd get a bit of $1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of 9 bid. Down 1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of 1,000. Mitch, give me 1,000 back there. $1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of a pawn down. To get 900 online. Is that correct, Brooklyn? 900 down 1,000. 900's online. $1,000 bid. 900. You got to be 1,000 back there. $1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of a one. She's going down the road. 900 bid. 1,000. $1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of a pawn down. I'd get a bit of $1,000 down. I'd get a 1,000 bid. I'd get a $1,000 bid. Yes, no. $900 down. I'd get a bit of $1,000. Sold the doe, 900. Sold her 900. 522 on the internet. Thank you. Going to Colorado, I believe, number 522.
All right, lot number 23 is Loop River Boer Goats. This doe, it was born 5/18/20, so just going to be a year old about another month here. I got this doe out because I wanted to see if that neck on this doe was real, and man, it is. Look how long and extended she is in her front end. I love that about her. This is their pick of the sale. Dustin D-Jack loaded on top side there, and you go to the bottom, it's just solid Max Boer Goat in their colored program. This doe is 2-2. Bife's correct. This doe is ready to go right in the ring, right in your beating program. Love the hind saddle. Love the hip on this doe. It's all there. This doe's the real deal. Go to your donor pen. Go to the show pen. Sell her. Let's go.
Absolutely down. I'd get a video, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a Beetlejuice dollar here down. I'd get a video, I'd get a video of a 5 here, 5,000. And down 5,000 under down. I'd get a video of a 2,000 under bid. I'd get a video of a 2. I'd get a video of $1,000. Let's go. 1,000 you there. 1,000 under bid. Here to bump on. I'd get a 1,000, 12, 15. Hit 1,000 under bid. I'd get a video of a 12 under fair. I'd get a video again 1,000 under down. 12, 15, 15, 15, 15. I'd get a video of a 15 here down 17, 50 bid. I'd get a video of 15, 17 and a half bid. Hit 17, 52. I'd get a video of 2. I'd get a video of 2. I'd get a video of a 2,000 under bid. Hit 17, 15. I'd get a video of a 2 here. I'd get a 17, 50 bid. 2,000. Hit 2. I'd get a bit of a 2 bid down. I'd get a bit of a 17, 50 to 2 to 22, 50. Hit 2. I'd get a bit of a 22 to half fair. I'd get a bit 2 bid down. 22 to half fair. I'd get a bit of a 2,000 down. 22.50. Hit 22 to half fair. I'd get a bit of a 2 bid down. I'd get a bit of a 22.50 here. You want 21. Hit 1. I'd get a bit of a down. I'd get a bit of a 20 bid. I'd get a bit of a get after down. I'd get a bit 2,100 at a bid. Hit down. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 2. Down or 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 2 down 1. Hit 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 1. I'd get a bit of a 1. I'd get a Shane. I see you on there. 2,000. If you want back in 2,100. 2,000. You want to get 21. I'd get a bit of a 1 down on. I'd get a here she goes now. 2,000 down 2. Down 2,200. You know better than that. 2,200 at a bid. 2,200. 21.2. 21.2. 2,100. 2,200. You want to get 22. $22 bid. Hit 2 here. I'd get a bit easier to buy the one in front of you than trying to make another one. You want to get 2,200. 2,200 at a bid. You know where she comes from. 12.2. 1 out of get a bit of a 2. If you want her 2, I'd get a bit of a 2 here. 1 down 2 down 2. I'd have last call. You said no 2,200. Sold the dough 2,100. Sold her 2,100. That's going to be buyer number 9 buys that. Buyer number 9 going to a great home.
All right, we're going to skip 24 to scratch. 24 to scratch. We're moving right into lot number 25. This is a Triple F farm consignment. 94% dough here. She's 2-1 in her teeth structure with a split. She passes. You look, you got Fred Goodman's breeding on top side. You got Rexham Bailey on the bottom side. And this is just loaded with color from top to bottom. Let's look at this doe. She moves around. You know, I don't know if you know how hard it is to make a good, solid black doe with a white body. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it's hard to do. And here's one in front of you. Get on this bandwagon right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, get out right after down. I'd get a Goodman's daughter here. I'd get a bit of a 2,000. 2,000 a bid. You want to get 2 here down. I'd get a bit of a $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a $1,000 bid. $1,000. $1,000 a bid. I'd get a bit of a $1,000 here. 500. 750. And down $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 1,000 here down 7 a bid. I'd get a bit of a $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 1,000 a bid. Hit 1. I'd get a bit of a $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 750 bid. I'd get a bit of a $1,000 here. $1,000. $1,000 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 1 down. 800 at a bid. I'd get a bit of 7 up. 800 at a bid. 800. 800 at a down. I'd get a bit of 8 down, 8 out, get a bit of a 9 down, 9 down, 9 down, 1,000 here, $1,000 down, 1,011, 1,100 at a bid, I'd get a 10, I'd get a 11 down, 1,000 there, 11 here, I'd get a 10, I'd get a 11 here, I'd get a 1,000 is there, 1,100 at a bid, I'd get a 11 here, mask is out, 1,011, and I'd get a that's her, 1,011, 1,100 at a bid, 1,000's back there, 1,100 at a bid, I'd get a 1,011, 1,100 at a bid, I'd get a 10, I'd get a 11 down, I'd get a 11, I'd get a young lady back there, and the mask is out, 1,100 at a bid, it's hers, 1,011, 1,100 at a bid, 1,011, I'm 1,000 here, you give me 1,100, 1,100 at a bid, 1,011, 1,100 on her down. I'd get a bit of 1,000 down, 11 here, down 1,100 at a bid. I'd get a bit of 11 here, I'd get a bit just like Terry said. It's hard to make a good traditional black-headed doe. 1,011 outside she goes out. I'd get a bit of 1,000 here, down 1,100 at a bid here. I'd have sold the doe $1,000, bar number 8, $1,000 even, bar number 8 going to a good home.
All right, thank you so much. Lot number 26, the Fireman Fanning Farms. This little buck kid coming to you. Was just born 1/28/21. This is the consigner pick of their sale. I have to agree with them. This is one of my top picks as well. To be this young out of the Arm and Trout program there, and you got Bill Stanton as well, loaded with red top to bottom, good pedigree. But more important than that pedigree, let's look past that and look at the little buck here in front of you, how extended he is up in his front end, how masculine he already is. He's wide between the eyes, he's wide between the horn set and the nostrils. He's got an extremely well-made hind saddle. He's big and bold in his hip. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a good buck. I don't care if he's red, green, or white. This is a good one. Let's sell him.
For those of you, just a little typo on the, or a little error in the pedigree. It's down as a full-blood doe. The consigner is taking vet classes right now. Probably did this at 2 o'clock in the morning. Registered this buck, clicked the wrong bucks. Well, obviously, it's a buck. It's going to say doe the pedigree and the papers, but the papers, the fixed papers are on the way. No, you said buck. You get it right. And the paperwork's wrong. Terry's right though. 25, 2,000. Hit two. 2,000 that are down. Two here. A little show buck here. Give $1,000 in startup. $1,000 bid. 1,000 that are down. Pawn down. Pawn. Here 500. 600 in the bid. Hit 5, 6. 600 in the bid. 5 down. 6 here. 5 down. 600 in the bid. Get 7. Hit 700. 700. 8 down. 800. 8. 7. 8 down. 9 down. 9. 9 down. 9. Yes sir. Down. 1,000 that are bid. Hit 1,000 that are down. 1,000 that are bid. A little show buck. Give 1,000 that are bid. 900. Give 1,000 that are down. Hit 1. 1,000 here. Down. Pawn. Down. Pawn. 1,000 here. Down. Pawn. 1,000 to bid. $1,000. 1,000 to bid. 1,000 down. Pawn. 1,000 here. Down. 900. Give $1,000 on it. $1,000 bid. 900. Down. 1,000. Here again, folks. If you want to put the color in the program, $1,000 bid. $1,000 and keep the structure. $1,000 bid. $1,000 down. 900. $1,000 bid. You want to give $1,000 on it. $1,000 bid. Out of it, pawn down, pawn out of it, $1,000 here, down, pawn, out of it, hands high, last call. $900 on it. Seth, you want back in? Out of it, $1,000. $1,000 here, out of it, pawn down, pawn out of it, $1,000 here, down, pawn, out of it, $1,000 bid, out of it, $1,000 here, I'd have. Yeah, wow, I was right. For $1,000. You know, Urish Ridge. Yeah, it was absolutely. He won last weekend in Sioux Center. There's a $5,000 buck. You're right. You're looking to gift horse in the mouth for $1,000. 900. If you want him, $1,000 bid. $1,000. Yes or no? $1,000 bid. Out of the town. You want him, $1,000 bid? I believe so. Sold for 900. Sold for 900. Bar 20 buys that 900. Bid number 20. Thank you.
All right. What a buy there. What a good buck. Number 27. Tana Brinkman brings this 3-for-1 package. You get the mama born 2, 6, 17. She's correct. You get a buck and a doe. The bite is good. Teats are good. The pigment on the doe 60%. The pigment on the buck's about 20%. 1 and 1 on the mom, 2 and 2 on the doe. The buck, I think he's got a non-functional, but he's 1 and 1. This is Tana's pick of the sale. If you want a package, you want the factory. You want the kids, you want the whole 9 yards. Here it is, and look at the top there. You got Paul and Kim's ace in the hole. You won't find any more of those. They're very, very hard to find. Let's sell this package right here.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Hot could have been on the bottom side. You're looking at the doe. Hot could have been. Got dog holiday kids right on side. And hot could have been down. Hot could have been 10,000. And down. Hot could have been 10 here. Down. Hot could have been down. Hot could have been 5,000 that are down. Hot could 5,000. 5,000 to bid. And down 5 here. Hot could have been 5. Hot could have been got $1,000. 1,500 to bid. 15. Hot could have been 2. Hit 2 here. Hot could have been 2. Down 25 here. Hot could have been 2. Hot could have been 2 here. Down 5. Hit 5. Hot could have been 3. Hot could have been 25. 3. Hit 3,000 to bid. Hot could have been 3. Could have been a 3 down 25, 3,000 a bid. Hit a 3, that could have been 3,000 here, that could have been a $2,500 bid. 3,000 down 5, hit 35 bid. That could have been about 5 here, 35 down 5. That could have been 5, that could have been about 5 down 4, hit down 4,000. Hit 35 bid. That could have been a 4,000 under down 4, down 45, 45 here. That could have been about 45, 45. That could have been 5 here, 45, 5. Hit 5,000 under down. That could have been about 5,000 a bid. Hit 5, that could have been about 5 here, 5,500 down, 5,500, 5,000. 55 at a bid. I could have been about 5 here. I could have been 5 here. 55. I could have been $6,000 now. And now 6,000. 6,000 a bid. And 6 here. Now 5. And now 5. 16.5. I could have think about the kids alone. 65 here down. I could have been about 5 here. Again 5 here. I could have been about 5 down. 7,000. And now 7. And 7 here. I could have been about 7 down bid. I could have been 65 here. 7 a bid. 7. And now 5. Now 75. 7,500. 75 bid. I could have been about 5. I could have been about 5. I've seen that look before. You want to get 7,500 bid. 7,500. 7 here, 5. I could have been 5 down 8. Now 8,000. 8,000 a bid. 8,000 could have been a 75 bid. 8,000 bid. I could have been down 8 down 75 here. Down 8. I could have been down 5. Now 85. 85 here. I could have been about 5. 85 here. I could have been about 5 here. 85. 85. I could have been over there. 85. 8,500. 82.5. I never thought that. Now 8,500. Now 8,500. 8,500. 82.50. 85. 85. 87.50. 87 half. 85. 87 half. 85 at a bid. 87, 85. I'm online. 85, 87 a bid. 85, 87 a half. 85, 87 a half. 85, 7 a half. 85, 7 a bid. I could have been about 7 a bid. 85, 87 a half. 85 here. I could have been about 7 a bid. 85 here. 87 and 50. Think about the kids alone, like I said. $8,500 is bid. 87.50. 85.5. 85 bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 to pair down. 85 pair 7 to BJ. Y'all done. 85 pair down 7 to bid. I'd get a bit of a 5 pair down 7 to bid. I'd get a bit of a thank you, folks. 85. Anybody else here? 87.5. 8,500. 87 a pair. 85. 87 a pair. I'd have. Sold $8,500 online. Sold $85 online. You got to be buyer number 516. 8,500. Bidder number 516 online. Congratulations. You get a nice family.
Probably one of the first set of dogs to sell. Let's see. Lot number 28, Botger Boers, born 9/19/20. This doe here is 2-2 in her teeth structure. The downside is one of their best show does. You got Lori Peterson and Randall Barker on top. Armand Trout there stuck in the middle. You got the Justin Stewart's Next Dimension. And Deemers bought that Cool Dimension from Sammy and took it up their program and changed that program up there. And you got good old Roger McSwain. I love having a shot of Rogers breeding in our stuff as well. You can just see it. This young female here does have a folded ear, so you'll know that she doesn't meet the standard. But this is that doe you can take in the way she's designed and go show her in that Weather Dam show and just walk away with a blue ribbon. Let's sell it.
Still like her down. I'd get a bit of a cut of it. What's on her down? I'd get a bit of that folded ear. Never heard her personality. And I'd get a bit of a cut of it. I'd get a bit of it. If you want proof, ask my wife. I'd get a bit of a cut of it here 2,000. And I'd get a bit of a 2 tear down. I'd get a bit of a 2 down. I'd get a bit of a 2. Give $1,000 bid. $1,000 on the dough. $1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of. I'd get a bit. Get $500 down. 600. 700 bid. I'd get a bit of a 6 tear down. $700 bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 tear down. 600 bid. 708. $800 bid. Down. I'd get a bit down. $800 down. I'd get a 700. 800. $800 bid. 8. 9. Now 9, $900 down, I'd get a video down 9 down, $800, get a video 9 down, $900 bid, hit 9, and I'd get a video down 9, get a video down 9 here, $900 on her, $800 bid, 900, $800 9, $900 bid, and I'd get a video down 9 down, I'd get a video, the game's on now, $800, $900, and a video at 9, and I'd get a video down 9 down, $900 down, I'd get a video 9 down, 9 here, hands high, $800 bid, $900 on her. You want to get $900, $800, $900 a bid, $800 9, $900 down, I'd get a video last call here, $800 9, and $900 down, I'd get a video down 9 down, 8 down 9 here, $900 bid, 8 down, get a video 900 here, 9 half, sold it 800, sold her 800, bar 8, 28, I'm sorry, I didn't see the first one, 800, bar number 28.
All right, thank you so much. Lot number 29 is a Cooper Boer Gold consignment. This doe born 4/26/20. So we've got a young doe coming in here. She's 1-1 in her teeth structure. We got Deemer breeding on top. Bill Riles over that doe. Carol and Art down in Missouri there at Mulberry Meadows, and then Doug Widener just loaded up there. But let's look at the doe more importantly. One that hit me real hard when I went and looked at the does that the Coopers brought. They're all big. They're all stout. They're bringing a lot of product to the table, and starting this one does that well. Just a lot of depth, size, scale, and dimension. Let's sell this stout doe.
Stout is the word down. I'd get a video. We looked over last night. They told me she was a yearling. I didn't believe them. I'd get a video. A big stout there. I'd get a video here. 2,500. 2,500 at a bid. I'd get a video. 25 here down. I'd get a video 2. Give $1,000 bid. $1,000. $1,000 bid. $1,000 down. Got $500 down. 600. 5, 6. 600 at a bid. 500. 6, 7. At 700 bid. I'd get a video. 8 down. 8 down. 7 bid. 8, 9. Get a video. 9 down. 9 here. $1,000 down. 11. 1,100 bid down. 10 down. Get a video. 11 here. 1,011. 1,100 bid down. 10 down. Get a video. Take a look at that big stout doe. 12. 1,200. 13, 1,300 at a bid, 14 here, down 1,400, 15 bid, 16 here, down get a bid of 16, down 17 here, down 1,800 at a bid, down 18 bid, 18 down 18 here, down get a bid of a 17, 18, down get a bid 1,800 at a bid, 1,800, 17, 18, 18 bid, down get a bid 18, down get a bid. Don't think about what you're doing now, think about what you're doing through later. Give 1,800, 17, 18, 18 a bid, down get a bid of a 17, down 18, down get a bid of 18, down 19, now 19, 19 a bid, 19 here, down 18, down 19, down get a bid, got Kansas in the lead, down 18. 19, hit 19 here down, I'd get a bit of a 19 here down, 18 down, 19, hands high, 18's online. You want 19? $1,900 bid, 18, 19. Back wide enough you can put a saddle on her. 18, 19, 1,900 at a bid, down 18, I'd get a bit of a 19 here down, 18, 19 here, I'd have. Sold that nice doe, 1,800, 507. 1,800 internet, you're going to like that doe, 507, thank you.
All right, nice doe. Lot number 30 is a Star Shine Meadows consignment, born 11/28/19. She is 1/1 with non-functional. She's correct. Pretty exciting there. One of the most consistent bucks ever to hit the industry was a Circle Stars Ruger Reloaded. This is a double bred Ruger Reloaded top. and bottom when you go back and search back into Bill Stanton's program out of Missouri. And I love that Armantrout red. And look at there if it ain't the Piercy's out of Tennessee as well. This doe, when we put her out here, just a female that's just as complete, as balanced as you can make one. Look how extended she is up in her front end as well. I think one that you roll out of this cell, take her home, throw her in the breeder pen, put her to work. It's one that's going to work for you right now. Let's sell her.
Maxed out daughters will work on any side of your program, ladies and gentlemen. We're working on lot number 30 now. Get after her. And I'd get of it. How much on her? Down. I'd get of it. 2,000. 2,000 on her down. I'd get of it here. I'd get of it. 1,000 on her bid. 1,000. 1,000 on her down. I'd get of it. 1,000 here. You give 1,000 yet. 1,000 here. 500. 6. Yes, sir. At 5, 6, 7. 7 on her bid. Down 7, 8. 800 on her bid. Down 9. Down 9 here. Down 9. Down 1,000 on her down. I'd get of it. 1,000 here. Down 900 on her bid. 1,000 on her. Hit 1,000 on her down. I'd get of it. A maxed out daughter. Give 1,000 on her bid. 900's here. 1,000 on her down. I'd get of it. 1,000 on her bid. Down 1. Hit 1. I'd get of it. 1 down. 1. I'd get of it. 1,000 here. Down 1. Down 9. Get of it. 1,000. 1,000 on her bid. I'd get of it. 9 bid. Now 1,000 on her. 1,000 on her down. I'd get of it. 1 down. 1. I'd get of it. 1,000 here. Down 1. Down 1. Down 1,000 on her bid. 900 on her down. 1,000 on her. 1,000 a bid. I'd get of it. 1. She get her whole life ahead of her down. I'd get of it. 900. Give 1,000. 1,000 on her bid. I'd get of it. 1 down 1. I'd get of it. 1,000 on her bid. I'd get of it. 1,000 here. I'd have. Sold the doe, 900. Sold her 900. Bar number 3. Oh, sorry. Is it 4? $900. That's where number 4 went. 900 bid number 4.
All right, lot number 31 is a D&D Farms consignment, a buck born 3/2/20, just a tick over a year old here. The buck, if we looked at him in the back, he's been breeding does. That's what he's supposed to do. He's in his working clothes. I would rather buy a buck like that than one that's super fat and he's going to go home and run to a feed bucket instead of run to does. And this is one that's a proven breeder that's going to do that for you. Look at the top side, you got the Merriman's breeding there. That Lightning Flash, those kids that go back and those call kids, they literally walked away with a national show, and Caden showed there. Bryn Brad, Flashpoint, Maddie Fenton's breeding there. That Bailey Bergman buck is the Arnolds down in Cisco, Texas, bought him, brought him home, turned their program around, did so much for him and Linda West when they bred him. Lots of good in this buck, lots of life left in him. He's ready to go to work right now. He knows what it's all about. Let's sell him.
Ready to go to work today for you now, ladies and gentlemen. In his working clothes, I'd get a bit of it ready to make kids here. I'd get a bit of it here. I'd get a bit of 5,000. And down 5, I'd get a bit of a 3. I'd get a bit of a 2 here. Give $1,000 and go. $1,000 here to about 1. I'd get a bit of 1,000, 12.50. 1,000 here, 12.5. Get a bit of a pound here, 12.5. Hit 10. I'd get a bit of a 12 here. I'd get a bit of a 10. I'd get a bit of a 12 in a bid. I'd get a 1,000 bid. 12.50. Hit $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 12 in a bid. I'd get a 10 here, down 12 and about $1,000 is down. Hit a bit at 12.50. 1,000 here, 12.5. Get a bit of a 12 in a bid. I'd get a bit, folks, if you want them, get after him. We got $1,000 down, 12.50. Hit 1,000 here, down 12 in a bid. I'd get a bit of a 10, down 12.5, 12.5 here, 10, 12.50 bid. I'd get a 1,011, 1,100 in a bid. 1,000 here, down 11 a bid. I'd get a 10, I'd get a 11, down 10, down 11 a bid. I'd get a $1,000, 1,100 in a bid. Give 1,100, 1,000 bid, down 11 here. I'd get a 10, I'd get a 1,000 in the back, 1,100 in a bid, 1,011. Here's another one. We're overlooking the buck, ladies and gentlemen. We got $1,000 down. If you want one, if you need one, buy one today. 1,100 in a bid, 1,011, 1,100 in a bid. I'd get a 10 here, down 11 a bid. 1,000 down. I'd get a bit of 11 here, down 10. I'd get a bit of 11 here, down 11 here, down 1,100 in a bid. 1,011, 1,100 bid. I'd get a 10. I'd get a bit of 11 here, down 1,100 in a bid here. I'd have sold that buck $1,000 even. Bar number 25. 1,000 even. Bar number 25. Thank you.
All right, lot number 32 coming in here. A full-blood doe, born 5/5/20. Not even a year old yet. Rebar Ranch. She's perfect in terms of show correctness, 1-1. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can find them, if you can find them. The Popeye daughters are getting hard to find. Kedrick Miller bred Popeye buck. You see Bill Stanton, you see the Myers, D-Jack, Armantrout. Thing just loaded up with color. You're going to breed this to anything, you're going to get color to come out, in my opinion, here. And one that's hard to find, but yet she's made right. What a well of a colored doe. Dapple doe here, if you're looking to play that dapple game, but you want quality. Here she is.
And Ryan having a black gold dollar down. I'd get a bit of a much on hair down. I'd get a bit of a 3,000. 3 and a Popeye dollar here. I'd get a bit of a 3 down. I'd get a bit of a 3 down. 3 down 2 here. I'd get a bit of a give $1,000 bid. $1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 1. I'd get a bit. She'll do that. I'd get a bit 500. 750. Now 1,000. $1,000 a bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of 1,000. 12 and a half here. 12 15. I'd get a bit of a 12 15. 15 ma'am. At 15 17 50 bid. 17 and a half here. 50. I'm up here. 15 17 50. At 15. I'd get a bit of a 17 half here. 16. Do that. 16 17 bid. 17 17 here. I'd get a bit of a 16. I'd get a bit of a 17 here. Down 17 17. I'd get a bit of a 16 17 bid. In 17 down. I'd get a bit of a 17. I'd get a bit of 16 a bid. 1700. In 17 here. I'd get a bit of a 16. I'd get a bit of a 1700 at a bid. You're now 18 1800. 17 18 bid. 18. I'd get a bit 18. I'd get a bit of a 17 18. She's right here in front of you today. 1900 1900 1900. Get in while you can. 18 19 a bid. 18 down 19 here. And a 19 down 19 down 2 down 2 down 2. I'd get a bit 2 down here down 2. Hit 2. I'd get a bit $2,000 down. I'd get a bit of a $21 1. And down 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down $1 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 2 down bid. 1,100. Hit a 1 here. I'd get a bit of a I'd get a bit of a 1 down $2 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 1. I'd get a 1,200 at a bid. 2,000 bid. 1,200. You're gonna kick yourself the whole way home. I know that. 1,200. I know the feeling. You want to get 2,100. 2,000. You want $1 down. I'd get a bit of a 21. And down 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down $2 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down $2 1. I'd get a bit of a 20. One more time, young lady. You want 2,100. $2,000 here. I'd get a bit of 1,200 here. I'd have. Sold the dough, California bound, $2,000 even. Bar number 506 online. Bid number 506. Thank you. Get another nice dough.
All right, lot number 33 is the VTC Boer Goat consignment here. This is Vicky's pick of the sale that she brought to you. And man, do I like this dough. With notwithstanding the pedigree that's excited, you got Strategic Power, Ron Daly, Trevor Berkey with the 16 National, Lori Peterson again, Shanna May, Justin Stewart, Smith Glenn Boers, that Edwards Bread, Deanna. There's not enough paper to write the dollar signs at what she brought. And then again, you got that happy line that Lori put together over there as well. The thing that struck me with this doe, when we studied her, by the way, she's 2 and 2, she's correct all the way. And the thing that struck me when I went to study her is how big and powerful she is in her hip and hind saddle. Just a tremendously bowl-made hip doe, and that's so important for me. And that base width carries from front to back, and you certainly can see that if you studied her and saw her. This is a doe that I marked up real high on my want list as well. Let's sell this fantastic doe here.
Terry, I'd get a bit of a fantastic or a great way to describe her. Power stroke. I'd get a bit of it, and she is fancied. I'd get a bit of it here, 5 here. I'd get a bit of 4,000. In a 4 bid. I'd get a bit of it, 4. I'd get a bit of 4 down 2 here. Give $1,000. Here we go. 1,000 a bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of here about 1. I'd get a bit down here. 1,000. 12.50. 1,000 here. 12 and a half. 12 and a half here. Down 15 bid. I'd $15. $15. 17 and a half here. I'd get a bit of a 17.50 down 2. I'd get a bit 2,000. Hit 2 down 22.50. Hit a bit of 1 here. 5 here. $5. Hit down 5 bid. Down 5 out here. 7 3. Down 3. Down 3 up there. 3 down bid. I'd get a bit of 3. 250. Hit 2 and a half here. Not a get a bit 2. Not a get a bit of a 2 and a half here. 3 250. Hit I'm online here. 3,000. 32.50 bid. Hit 3. Not a get a bit of a 2 and a half here. How about you guys? Not a get a bit of a 2 and a half here. 3 250. Hit 3. Not a get a bit of a 2 and a half here. Down. Not a get a bit 3 bid. Not a get a bit of a 2 and a half here. Not a get a bit 32.50 bid. 3,000. 32.50. How about the phone bidder? 32.50. Hit 3. Not a get a bit of a 2 and a half here. Down. Not a get a bit 3 bid. 32.50. And not a get the bids online to get $3,000 bid. 32.50. 3,000. 32.50 bid. 3. Not get a bit of a 2 and a half here. Not get a bit 3 bid. Not get a bit of a 32.50 here. Not get it internet. You want to get 3,100. Get a lot of bidders online. I'm asking 3,100. 3,100 at a bid. 3,031. 3,100 at a bid. I'd get a bit 3 bid. I'd get a bit of a 1. Gotta go. 3,000 on a down. I'd get a bit of a 3,100 at a bid. I'd get a bit of 3 here. Down 31. Hit 1 bid. I'd get a bit of a 1. Down 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 here. I'd have. Sold the dough. 3,000 going to the great northeast. $3,000. 532. Buys her number 532. Get a really nice dough.
Boy, you got a well of a doe there. Let's look at lot number 34. Okie Boer Goats. This doe was born 2/17/20, just a tick over a year old here. You see it's out of Josh and Joanna Weir's program there in Oklahoma, just raising some really good goats and colored goats as well. You see that Circle Star Boers there, Bojangle going back there out of Doug Widener's program as well. She's correct all the way. Man, I like this doe. When we put her into motion, how pretty and correct she is, how upfronted she is as well. A solid doe that's structurally correct. Let's sell her.
Upper dagger down, I'd get a bit of a turn here, down, get a bit of a three, down, I'd get a bit of a 2,000. 2,000 to bid, 2,000 under down, I'd get a bit of a two tier down, I'd get a bit of a two tier, I'd get a bit of a 500, 7.5, and a 5, I'd get a bit of 7 to bid, 1,000, 1,000 under down, I'd get a bit of a pawn down, pawn, I'd get a bit of 1,000 to bid, I'd get a bit of 1,000 under now, hit 5 down, 7 to pawn, sorry, down, get a bit of 1,000 under, young lady, you want to give 1,000 this one, and a nice big red toad here, 1,000 to bid, 1,000 under down, I'd get a bit of a pawn down, I'd get a bit of 1,000 under bid, I'd get a bit of 7 to give 1,000 under, 12.50, 1,000 line, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, I'd get a bit of 1,000 here, down 12 and a bid, I'd get a bit of 1,000, 11, down 12, 11 to bid, 1,200, hit 12, I'd get a bit of a 12 here, 11, I'd get a bit of a 12 down, 11 to bid, 1,200 under bid, I'd get a bit net, gotta go, we gotta get 1,200, hit 1,200 under bid, I'd get a bit of a 12 here, down 11, I'd get a bit 1,200 under bid, 1,200, 1,200 bucks on her, 11 to bid, 1,200, 1,100, 1,200, 12 to bid, I'd get a bit of a 12 here, down to get a bit of a 12 here, 11 or 12, now 13, 1,300, 12, I'd get a bit of a 13, I'd get a bit of a 12, I'd get a bit of 13 to bid, 13, I'd get a bit 13, I'd get a bit, she's going down the road, I'd get a bit 1,200 bucks bid, 1,300, 1,300 to bid, I'd get a bit of a 12 here down, I'd get a bit 13, I'd get a bit 13 to bid, hit 12 here, I'd get a bit of a 13, I'd get a bit of a 12 hands high, 1,300 to bid, last call, 1,200 bucks, 1,300 to bid, I'd get a bit of a 13, I'd get a bit of a 12 here, I'd get a bit 13 here, I'd have 14, just made it. Wow, that was close. Talk about splitting hairs there. 13, 14 to bid. 14, Mr. Meyer. You know the no better than that. 1,400. You're going to like her. 1,400. 1,400 to bid. 13, 14 to bid. 1,400. 14 to bid. I'd get a bit of 14. Going to give you a few seconds to think about it if you want her. 13, 14 to bid. You want to get 1,400. 14 down. I'd get a bit of 14. I'd get a bit 13 down. 1,400 to bid. 13, I'd get a bit of 4. Is it on this one? I'd get a bit of 13. I'd get a bit of 14 here. I'd have sold the dough. 1,300. 506 online. 506 another one going west. Thank you.
All right, lot number 35 is a Loop River Boer Goat consignment, born 9/24/20. This doe is just super young here. She is correct, 2 and 2 on her teeth structure. Her teeth are flared, just so you'll know that. This doe was sired by the champion buck Ken Beatty bought from Justin. Was the grand champion at Denver 3 years ago. This is Smoking Copper. Unfortunately, he's not around anymore. If you want to get one of those Smoking Copper does, now's the time to get it. And if you dig around the bottom, you're going to find Ripper, and we got that LK7 Stinky bred on top there. One that I kind of think she just speaks for herself. This is one of my picks in the sale as we studied her and watched her move. Look how front and feminine. She's clean through that throat latch as well. Level top, big hip, and I like the way how structurally sound she moves when we put her into motion. This is a good dapple doe, ladies and gentlemen. Let's sell her.
Put her in motion, put her to work for you. Down, I'd get a bit of I'd get the prom queen. And I'd get a bit of a front here down. I'd get a bit of a 3,000. Hit 3. I'd get a bit of a 3 down 3. I'd get a bit of a 3 down 2 here. I'd get a bit of 1,000 under bid. I'd get a bit of 1,000 hit about 1. I'd get a 1,000, 12.50. I get 1,000 under down, 12 and a half. A 10 here down, 12 and a half bid. I'd get a bit 10. I'd get a bit of a 12 and a half here. 1,000 a bid. 12.50. Hit 12 and a half here. I'd get a bit 1,500 at a bid. I'd get a bit of 15. I'd get a bit of a 17 and a half bid. I 15. I'd get a bit of a 17 and a half here down 2. I'd get a bit 2 down bid. Hit a 2 here down 2. I'd get a bit of a 2 down 2 down 19. Now got her down 2 and 19 to bid. You got to be 2 on the phone here. 2,000 hit 2 here. Internet. You got to be 2 as well. 19 to bid. 2,000 on her bid. Hit 2 down 21 down 1. I'd get a bit of 1 down 2 up here. 1 hit 1 down 2. Hit that's he's at 1 2. Hit 2. I'd get a bit 2. I'd get a bit of 2 down 1 down 2 down 2 down 2. Hit 2. I'd get a bit 2. I'd get a bit of 12 down. I'd get a bit 2. I'd get a bit of 12 bid. 2,200 to bid. Hit 1 down 2. Hit 2. I'd get a bit of 2 here. I'd get a bit of 2 down 1 down 2. Hit down 1 bid. I'd get a bit 2. I'd get a bit of 2 down 3 down 3 down 3 down 4 down 4. Hit 3 down 4. I'd get a bit of 3 down 4 down 3 down 4 down 4. Hit 3. I'd get a bit of 4 for the prom queen. 2,400 3 4. Hit 3 down 4. Hit 3 to bid. I'd get a bit of 4 down 3. I'd get a bit of 4 down 3 down 4. Hit 3 bid. I'd get a bit of 4 down 3. I'd get a bit of 4 down 3 down. Ma'am, down get a bit of ma'am. You ought to get 2,400 if you want her. 23 to bid. 24. Hit 3. I'd get a bit of 4 down 3. Yeah, absolutely. Not everybody gets a date that cheap. And on top of that, the prom queen. You want to get 2,400. 23, 24, you want 4, 24, ma'am, I'd get a bit of a 3 down or 4, I'd get a bit of a 3 down 4 down 3 down 4, hit 3, I'd get a last call, you want 2,400, 2,400 at a bid, thank you though, sold it 2,300, sold that dough 23, bar 28, 2,300, bar of a 2-8 buys get a nice dough.
All right, thank you. Lot number 36, full bud doe, big blue Boers right off the Big Blue River right down the road here. We studied this doe full blood, just a young doe, 9/15/20, just coming into her own now. We studied her teeth structure. We have one split that is not 50%. and we have another split teeth that is 50% or greater. If you're like Roger McSwain breeding the way that I do, this is a time to get in on some of his breeding. If you're one of those guys that say, I got to have the South African genetics, Lucas Berger breeding right in the first generation underneath Roger top and bottom. And we studied this doe, just a young, level top, big square hip, clean fronted, feminine made doe. Got her whole life in front of her. Let's sell this good doe.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'd get it going right from the prom queen to the booty babe. Here, I'd get it a much on here down 2,000. 2,000 here, I'd get it up. I'd get it a two here down $1,000, $1,000 a bid, $1,000 down. I'd get it a one down one. I'd get it a 500, 600 a bid. At 5, 600. Hit down 5 down. I'd get it a 600 a bid. I'd get it a 5 down 6, 7. At 7 down, 8 down, 8 down, 9 down, 9. Get it a $900 down. I'd get it a 9 down 1,000 here down 1,011. 1,100 bid. I'd get it a 10 down. I'd get it a 11 here down 11. 1,100 bid. I'd get it a 10 down. I'd get it a 11 here. 1,000 a bid. 1,100 a bid. 11 down, I'd get it a 10 down, I'd get it a 11 down, 10 down, 11 a bid, 11 here, I'd get it a 11 down, 11, I'd get it a pound here, down 11 here, 1,011, 11 a bid, I'd get it a 10 down, I'd get it a 11 down, I'd get it a pound down, 11 here, 1,011, 1,100 a bid, I'd get it a 10 down, I'd get it a 11 here, down 10, that's 5 down, I'd get it a pound there, down 11 there, thank you, 1,011, individuals 1,100 a bid, 1,011, $1,100 on her, 1,011, 1,100 a bid, I'd get it a 11 here, I'd get it, here's your chance with Roger McSwain Genetics if you want today, 1,011, 1,100 a bid, I'd get it a 10 down, I'd get it a 11 down, 10 down, 11 here, 1,011 here, I'd have 1,100 a bid, 1,011 down, I'd get it 11. Sold at $1,000 even. Sold at $1,000 even. Let's give our number 7. Bar number 7 going to Bruno, Nebraska. Bar number 7.
All right. Love 'em Black Midnight. 75% doe, born 3/4/16. She's 1 in 1 in her teeth structure. This is a proven producer, 75% doe with good maternal characteristics. You see Stovall on top there. Good old Melissa Love from California, one of the most successful percentage doe breeders in the country. And this one right here in front of you certainly doesn't disappoint me at all. Look how maternal she is in her flank. Look how up fronted. She's long necked, pretty. She looks like a doe. She's a proven doe here. She'll make you some good ones. Again, one of those hard to make that's black-headed with a beautiful white body. Let's sell her.
Under time down, I'd get a bit coming to black pin tight. I'd get a bit of what's on here down. I'd get a bit of it here 2,000. 2,000 under down. I'd get a bit of a black headed don't hair. I'd get a 1,000 under bid. I'd get a bit of a pound hair down, one down 500. Here we go. 500 under bid. 500 bucks. Hit a bit of a 5 down, 5 here down. 500 under bid. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of a 5 here. I'd get a bit of a post another doe. She's got a lot of life ahead of her. Got 500 under bid. You 5 yet. 500 unders down. 500 under bid. I'd get a bit of a 5 here down, 5 down, 5. I'd get a bit of BJ. You want her 500 under bid. 500 bucks. 500 under bid. 500 under down. I'd get a bit of a 5 here down, 5 down, 5. I'd get a bit of a 500 under bid. $500 on her. She's just a 16 bottle. She's got a lot of life ahead of her. 500 under bid. 500 bucks. 500 under bid. I'd get a bit of a 5 down, 5 again, 5 down. Get a 6 here. 5, 600 under bid. 5, 6. 500 under down, 600. And down 5 down, 6 here. I'd get a bit of a 600 under bid. I'd get a bit of a 5 down, 6 here. Down 5. Individual else, 600 under bid. 500 under bid. 600. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of a 6 here. Down. I'd get a bit of a 5 down, 6 here. I'd get a bit of a 5 down, 6 here till midnight. 600 under bid. Hit down 5. I'd get a bit of a 600 under bid. I'd get a last call. 500 under bid. 600. Hit down 5 down, 6 here. I'd get a bit of a 600 under down. I'd have. Sold her 500. Sold her 500. Bar 25 buys her $500. Bar number 25.
All right. Thank you. Lot number 38 is a Fanning Farms consignment, born 3/31/20, just a tick over a year old. The full sister to this doe is part of their show team that they've got 159 points on her. You see Linda West, the Circle Star Boers, and Bill Stanton there. Lots of color, lots of power, lots of correctness. And we get this doe and look at her. I love her hip, how big and powerful she is in her hip, and one that moves just like a cat when we put her into motion and move her around the ring, and she'll move around for you as well. Breeder, show her. What a good doe right here. Let's sell her. This is one we marked up for good too. Look at the hind saddle.
Full blood boost on her down. I'd get a bit of a on here, 2,000. $2,000 bid. I'd get a bit of a 2 here. I'd get a bit of a 500, 750, 5, 7.5, 5 here. I'd get a bit of a 7 bid, $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 1,000, 12.5 here, 12.50, 12.50. I'd get a bit of a 12.50, 12.50, 15. I'd get 12 and 15 bid, 15 here, 15. I'd get a bit of a 15, 15. I'd get a bit of a 12.5, 1,500 bid, 15. I'd get a bit of a 1,500 down. I'd get a bit of 12.5, 13 bid, 1,300, 13. I'd get a bit of 13 down, 14 here, down 14, down 15, 15, 15, 16. At 16 here, I'd get a bit of 15, 16 bid, 15. 15. I'd get a bit of a 1600 a bid. I'd get a bit of 15. You want her 1600 if you want her 15 down. 1600. 16 a bid. 15. I'd get a bit of 1 carried. I'd get a bit of a 1600 down. I'd get a bit of 15. Anybody else? 1600. 15 a bid. 1600 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 16. 16. I'd get a bit. Take one last look at her if you want her. You want 16. 15. I'd get a bit of a take it though. I'd get a bit of a 16. 16 here. Down 16 here. I'd have. Sold the dough 1500. Buyer 16. $1,500. Buyer number 16 buys her.
All right, lot number 39. Okay, let's stand up and pay attention. You folks looking for a dappled black and white, a real neat color combination here, full-blood buck. He's 1-1 correct on his teeth structure. Out of one of the Outcast program again. Some of those sold for $38,000 just last weekend here. You got old Troy Little League there in Iowa Park, Texas. It started this craze in these Boer goats, and look how much better. Look how much more well-designed these goats are than when Troy started with this deal. You got to admire the power and strength in this young buck here. Let's sell this good spotted buck.
We're going to hit the ground running. I get $1,000 on line. $1,250. 1,000. $12.5. $1,000 bid. 12.5. Hit a 10 here down. 12.5 bid. I'd get a bid of 15 now. 15 here. I'd get a bid of 15. 15 Colorado here. Here 17.50 bid. 17.50 young lady. At 17.5. 17.52. 2. I'd get a bid of a 2 down. 22.5 here. 2 up here. 22.55 down. 5 here. 5. Hit down 5. I'd get a bid of a 5 down. 5 here. I'd get a bid of a 5 down. $5 bid. Hit 5. I'd get a 7 up here. I'd get a bid of a 5 down. 7 a bid. 25. 7.5. Hit a 5 here down. 7.5. 7.5. 5 bid. 7 up here. Hit 5. I'd get a bid of a 7 up here. I'd get a bid of a 5 down. 7 up here. I'd get a 25 at a bid. 27.5. Hit 5. I'd get a bid. Kansas a lead. Colorado, you're running second here. 25. 7.5. Hit 5. I'd get a 7. Yes, 2,750. Only 27.5. 25 here. 7.50. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of a 7 a bid. 25 here. Down 7 apart. 3. Hit a 3. I'd get a 3 bid. I'd get a bid of a 3 down. 3. Kansas out there. 3 down bid. Hit a 3 down. 3. I'd get a bid of a 3 down. 7.5. 3 down 2.5. Hit 3 down 2 to fair. I'd get a bid of a 32 bid. I'd get a 3 bid down 2.5. Hit 3. I'd get a bid of a 2 down fair. I'd get a 3 bid 250. Hit 3 bid. I'd get a bid of a 2 down fair. I'd get a bid of a 32 bid. I'd get a bid of a one more time if you want a young lady. 32.50. You got good taste. I'll give you that. You want 32.50 bid. 3,000 a bid. You want 32.50. Hit 3 down. Get a bid of a 10. Thank you though. 3 bid. I'd get a bid of a 2 down fair. I'd have. Sold the buck 3,000. Kansas bound 507. Think of $3,000 bid number 507.
All right, lot number 40. Bought your Boers. 322.20 full-blood doe, just a tick over a year old here. Roger McSwain. Lindenfelser's down there in Eric, Oklahoma, is out of their sharp buck. Really like that buck. We'll use that buck in our program. We've got Roger McSwain. Then we've got a Nancy Kreiser there in Kansas, a bred doe there on the bottom, and she used the Weir program. Just an excellent set of color on the bottom side and stoutness of the pedigree to the top side. This doe is 2-2 in her teeth structure. This is the one that we went through, and I marked this doe way up in my want list as well, simply because of how ultra well made she is in her hip and hind saddle, how stout she is right across her top, back over her loin. Lots of product, lots of boldness, lots of thickness. This doe go out and make you a national champion buck. Let's sell this doe.
She will down. I'd get a bit of it. She's got the capacious body for that. Down. I'd get a bit of somebody get 3,000. In the 3. I'd get a bit of a down. I'd get a bit of a 3 down. 3 down 2. Terry give $1,000 bid. $1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a down here. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 500. I'd get a bit of a 7.5. Hit 5 down 1,000. 1,000 here down 12.5 here down 12. I'd get a bit of internet. You get a bit 12.50. 12 down here 11. 12 down 12. 12 13. 13 14 down 15 down. Get a bit of 15 down 16 here down 1,700 a bid. Hit 17 down. I'd get a bit of a 17 16 17 bid. Hit 17 here, down 18, down 18, down 18, down 18. Hurry, 17 line, 19 to bid. And 19 here, down 19, down 18. Get a bit of 2, down, get a bit of 2,000. Hit 2, down, get a bit of 2, down, get a bit of 19 here, down 2, down 19, 2. Hit 2, down, get a bit of 2, down, get a bit of 19 here, down 2, down 2,000 to bid. Down, get a bit of 19 online. Hit a bit of 2,000. Hit 2, down, get a bit of 2, down, get a bit of 19 here, down 2, down 2, down, get a bit of 2, down, get a bit of 2 back there. You want to get 2,000 to bid, down 19 here, 2,000 to bid. Hit 2, down, get a bit of 2 bid, down 19, get a bit of 2, down 19, down 2. Hit 2 bid, down, get a bit of 2, down, get a bit of 2. Young lady, 1 2 here, and 19 to bid, down, get a bit of 2, down, get a bit. The only way you're going to make that buck that you just missed is if you buy a doe and breed one like that. You want to get 2,000. 2,000 a bid. I'd get a bit of a thank you though. 19.2. 2,000 bid. I'd have sold the doe 1,900. 526 online to get a like her. 526. Thank y'all.
All right, lot number 41. Cooper Boer goats out of Kansas. 416.20. Just turned a year old yesterday. Look at Deemer's bred, that big red on top. One of my favorite bucks that they raised out of Bill Ryle's program on the bottom side. You see Gerald and Betty Peterson out of Stephenville that got that outrider man there over their unregistered Boer cross. This doe is 1-1 in her teeth structure, and we studied her. And you can see that she has the whole world in front of her. Look how correct she is. Love the way she moves when we put her into motion as well. Just a complete, well-balanced 75% doe. Let's sell her.
Another cinched on her here. I'd get a bit around the Cooper Ranch sound. I'd get a bit of a here down. Get a bit of a 2,000 here. Give $1,000 a bid. $1,000. $1,000 a bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of it. 500. Here we go. $500 on her down 5. Hit a 5 bid. I'd get a bit of a 5 on sure home. So $600 bid 7. At $700 bid down. I'd get a bit of a $700 bid. I'd get a bit of a 600. Get a bit of a 7 down paid. $800 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 700. 8 down paid. I'd get a bit of a 7 down paid. Here's 7 on line. 800. $800 on her down. I'd get a bit of a 7 a bid. I'd get a bit of 700. 800. $800 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 down paid. Here down paid. I'd get a bit of a 7 down paid. $800 a bid. 7 here down paid. I'd get a bit of an 8 down paid. I'd get, you want 750? You don't do that. Got 7 on line. You want 750? 7 here. I'd get a bit, guys. You want it? I'd get a bit of a pound here. 7. I'd get a bit of a pound. 7 down pound. It's 7 here. I'd get a bit of a pound. 100 down. I'd get a bit hands high down paid. Down paid. I'd get a bit down paid. 7.5. 800. 800 a bid. I'd get a bit down paid. I'd get a bit of a 7 paid here. I'd get a bit of a 7.5. 800 a bid. I'd get a bit. Gotta go. 800 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 paid. Down paid. Down paid. I'd get a bit of a 800 down. I'd get a bit down paid. Down 7 of 800. Last call. 800 a bid. I'd get a bit 800. Sold 750. Internet 523. 750. Internet 523. Gonna like her.
Thank you. Lot number 42 is a Starshine Meadows consignment, full blood doe, 1/420. Just a bit over a year old here. She's 2-2 in her teeth structure. Love that Maurice and Kim Irwin bred with that draft pick buck there on the top side. Looky there, those Holly McShane, one of the pioneers in the color program. So you got some color on top. Then you got strong South African genetics on bottom with Roger McSwain. Again, one that's young, that's youthful in her appearance, one that's deep center bodied as well, one that has her whole future in front of her. Buy this doe, take her home, feed her. I'd put this doe in the breeding pen, go to breeding her immediately. What a doe here. Let's sell her.
Comes the bell, the ball down. I'd get a bit on number 42 here down. I'd get a bit of a 2,000. $1,000 a bid. $1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a one. I'd get a hit the ground running. Get $500 on her. 600. 7. 7 a bid. 6 7. $700 bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 here. 600. Get a bit of a 700 down. I'd get a bit of a 700. 6 7 a bid. Hit $700 down. I'd get a bit of a 600. Get a bit of a 700 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 6 here down. 7. Hit $700 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 down. I'd get a bit of an 8 down paid. I'd get a bit of a 7 down paid. $800 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 700 bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 down paid. I'd get a bit of think there. I'd get a bit of a 70 bid. 700. 800. I'll do half. Okay, one time down paid. Now 800. Now 8 bid. 7 half of the back. 800 at that side. 8 down. I'd get a bit down paid. Hit a bit down. I'd get a bit of a 7 paid here. Down paid. I'd get a bit down. 800 at a bid. 800. 7 half. 800 at a bid. 800 at a down. I'd get a bit of a 7 paid. Down paid. I'd get a bit down paid. Down paid. Down paid. 800 at a bid. Internet, you want back in? 800 at a down. 7 half. 800 at a bid. 800. I'd get a bit of a 7 paid. I'd get a bit down paid. Down paid. I'd get a bit of a 7 paid here. Last call. Anything else? 800 at a bid. 800 if you want her. I'd get a bit, Charles. 800. 800 at a bid. 800. 7.5. 800 at a down. 800 at a bid. I'd get a bit of a down paid. Down paid. I'd get a bit of 7 paid here. 9 half. Sold 750 bar 1-3. 750 bar 1-3.
Thank you. Lot number 43 is Delightful Daisy, a full-blood doe. D&D Farms out of Oklahoma brings this. She's 1-1 with a non-functional there, so she's good. Show correct all the way. Another one of those females that they brought out of the Flashpoint. Good Shepherd bred over Merriman's Merriman buck over Maddie Fenton. Then you got Kirk Perry there in the bottom. There in the bottom side there. So you got big, strong, stout genetics, traditional over some color on the bottom side. This doe, we marked this doe way up too when I went through the barn and we were studying them. One that's big and bold in her design. Look how she moves. She's eye-peeling. She's up-fronted. Lots of product, lots of thickness. Let's sell this good full-blood doe.
Full blood coming at you down. I'd get a bit of a $1,000 a bid. $1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pond. Down pond. I'd get a bit of a pond here. $500 down. Get a bit of a 5 here. Let's go. Here we go. $500 a bid. 500. Hit down 5 here. I'd get a bit of 5 down. 5 down. 5 down. 6 here. 5. 600 a bid. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of a 600 down. I'd get a bit of a 5 down. 6 here. I'd get a 600 a 7. Hit 700 a bid. Hit 700 down. I'd get a 600. Get a bit of $700 on her. 600. 700. Hit 700 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 here down. I'd get a 600 a bid. 700. Anybody gets 700 a bid. Here's a full blood doe, folks. I'd get a. She's just at 20 models. 700 a bid. 6, 7, 700 a bid. Individual gets 7 down. How to get a bit of a 7 here. How to get a 600. Get a bit of a 700 a bid. How to get a 6 here. How to get a bit of a 7. 700 a bid. Hit down 7 here. How to get a bit of 600. Get a bit of a 700 down. How to get a bit of a 7. If I can, how to get a bit of a 6 here. How to get a bit of 650. How to get a bit of another. Don't miss another opportunity. 650. 600, 6.5. Take it right along to Brainerd. 650, 650, 600 down pound. 6 here down pound. How to get a bit of 1 pound down. 600, get a bit of 1 pound down. 650, 6 bid. How to get a bit of 1 pound here. How to get a bit of 1 pound down. 600, get a bit of 1 pound down. 650, 6 here. Do you want to have 600? Get a bit of 1 pound down. Pound here. 9 have. Sold her at 600. Barred of a 20. $600 even. Barred of a 2-0. Buys another one.
All right, thank you. Lot number 44 is a Rebar Ranch consignment, born 9/18/20, just a young, full-blood doe here. Perfect on teeth, mouth. She's 1-1 on teeth. Pigment's good. This is the one that Kale likes out of their program. Another Pie-Pie daughter. There won't be any more of those. They're going to be few and far between. You got the Weir's bred Batman. This is one of their strongest maternal lines. Is that Lois Lane doe that has been doing so much for them. And you look at her, and I think she speaks for herself. I can say a lot of fancy words, and I can talk about her. But, man, is she up-fronted. She's just young. She just needs some time. So complete, so balanced, and more importantly, look how structurally sound she is to the ground. Let's sell her.
$2,500 on her. And a big red don't tear it down. I'd get a bit of a 25 here. Down to get a bit of a 2. Give $1,000 on her. 1,000 a bid. $1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pawn down pawn. I'd get a bit of a 500, 750. 5, 7.5 down 1,000. 1,000, 12.5. 12 and a pair. You got to be 12.50 back there. I'd get a bit of 12.50. 15, 15 down 15 a bid. 15. I'd get a bit of a 12 and a pair. I'd get a bit of 12.5 in the back. 1,500 a bid. 15. I'd get a bit of 1,500 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 12.50. 1,500. 12.5. Anything else? 1,500 a bid. 15, 17.5. 15 down 17.5 here. I'd get a bit of 15 here. Down 17.50. 15. I'd get a bit of 17.5 here. I'd get a bit of 15. You want to get 1,600. Surprise Steve. 1,600. 1,600 a bid. 15. I'd get a bit of 16. I'd get a 16 a bid. 1,500. 1,600. 15's bid online. 1,600 a bid. I'd get a bit of 16 here. Down 15. 16. 17. 1,700. Made her 16. 70 bid. 17. I'd get a bit of a 17 here. Down 16. You want 17? 17 bid. I'd get a bit of a 17 here. Down 16. 1,700. I'd get a bit hands high. 16. 1,700 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 17 here. Down 16. Last call. It'd be just at 1,700. I'd get a bit of a 17 here. 9.5. Sold the doe. 1,600. 533. 1,600. Internet buyer number 533. Thank you both.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much. Lot number 45, VTC Boer goat consignment. This doe is a purebred 99.98. That's about as full as you can get. 111.21. This doe is good on teats 1-1, 2 non-functional. Her pigment's just a little bit shy. It'll come. That's out for that Cherry Brown's buck Alfred that sired the 17 National Grand Champion doe there on the top side. Hello, Sue Taylor, Caprio, Valar, going back to Flash My Cash. Erica Ashby. Hello, Erica, out of Colorado. Her breeding on the bottom. If you don't know Erica, been making good goats for years. Just a young, complete doe. I got in and looked at her. We moved her around, and man, is she power packed from that 12th rib back. How bold and exciting she gets in her in her hip, in her hind saddle. She's stout made. Now let's sell this good doe, young doe right here.
And I'd get a bit of a, they say that vaccination might do that to you. And I'd get a bit of a 2,000. And I'd get a bit of a 2 down. I'd get a bit of a down. I'd get a give $1,000. Here we go. 1,000 a bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pawn down pawn. I'd get a bit of $500 bid down. 600 down. 5, 6 here. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of a 600 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 5 down. 6 here. 7. And 700 a bid down. 700. I'd get a bit down. Pete down. Pete. I'd get a bit of a 70 bid down. 800 a bid. 800. Hit 7 down. Pete. I'd get a bit of a 7 down. Pete. I'd get a bit of a 7 down. Pete here down. Pete. I'd get a bit of a 700. I'd get a 750. In 7 down a half pair. I'd get a bit of a 7 down half pair. I'd get a 750. 7 a bit. 750. Did not get a bit of a 7 down half. Just like Terry said, not going to find with this young and that powerfully made. 750. 7.5. And I'd get a bit of a 7 a pair. I'd get a bit of a 7 a pair. I'd get a bit of 600. 700 a bit. And if it gets 700, get 6 down. 700 a bit. It's 700. And if it gets $700 on her. 6 bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 here. I'd get a bit of a third in the middle. I'd get a 6 here. 7. 600 bid. 700. You want to get 7. I'd get a 6 in. 7. 700 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 here. 6 here. 7. 700 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 down. 600. Get a bit of a 700 a bid. I'd get a 600. And if it does, it's 650. 6.5 on the nose. 650. 600 bid. Down pap. 600 down pap. 6 here. Down pap. Down get a video pap. Down 600. Get a video down pound pap. You got a half. Down 7. Down 700. 700. Iowa, you're out there. 700. 6.5. 7. 700 at a bid. 700. 6.5. 7. 700 at a bid. I'd get a bit of a 7. Individual down. I'd get a bit of a 700 at a bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 at a bid. 6.5 paired. I'd get a bit of a 700 at a bid. I'd get a last call. 700 under 0. I'd have. Yeah, you got that. Yeah, just like Little Rascals. Yeah, the dog. Now, not get a bit old spot. 6.5. Do you want 7? 7 a bit. I'd get a bit of a 7 here. I'd get a unique marking. I'd get a bit of a 7 here. I'd have. Sold to nose. 650. As it was it 1-3? 650. Thank you, number 1-3.
All right, thank you. Got a good doe there. Lot number 46. Full blood buck. Landon brings us this red buck here. We're program top and bottom. Some Dusick breeding, mix in some of his breeding as well. And what we get's a good, solid buck, born 4/21/20, ladies and gentlemen. This buck is not even a year old. Look how masculine he is about his head and neck. Look how sound he is to the ground. Look how long and level topped he is. And when we put him into motion, he's as smooth, moving as a cat as you can make one. This guy's put together right with the whole future in front of him. Just a young fella here. Let's sell this good future stud buck.
Out, I'd get a bit awfully sophisticated as well. He is out. I'd get a bit of it here. 4,000. 4, 3, 3,000 under bid. I'd get a bit of a 3 down. I'd get a bit of a 3 down. 3. I'd get a bit of $1,000. And here we go. 1,000 a bid. $1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pawn down. Pawn. I'd get a bit of 500 down. 750. Hit by 7.5. Down 1,000. 1,000 back there. Downtown. I'd get a bit 12.5 here. 1250. 1,500. 15 a bid. 1,500. I'd get a bit of a 15. I'm 12.5 here in the middle. You got 15 back there. 1,500 a bid. I'd get a bit of 15. I'd get a bit of 15 here. 12.5. 1,300. 1,400. 1,500. 15 a bid. 15. I'd get a bit of a 15 here. 14's here in the middle. 1,500 a bid. 15. I'd get a bit of a 14 bid. I'd get a bit of a 15. I'd get a bit of a 14 right here in the middle, guys. If you're looking for a nice red buck, he's right in front of you. 14's right. I got him here. 1,500 a bid. 14. 15. 1,500 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 15. I'd get a bit of a 14. 15. 14 a bid. 1,500. I'd get a bit of a 15 here. I'd get a bit of 1,500 a bid. At 14, I'd get a bit. Anybody else? $1,500 on him. I'd get a bit of 15. Your last chance at a big red buck. 1,500 a bid. 14. I'd get a bit of 1,500. Sold that buck. 1,400, bar number 19. He came here for that buck. 1,400, bid number 19. You're going to like him.
All right, thank you. Lot number 47, Loop River Boer Goats. This teeth structure is 1 with the non-functional, 2 with the spur at the base. Bite is the teeth are flared, he tells me. And so anyway, this doe is one of my picks. When I went through and looked at the does, I like this doe a whole lot. For a solid red doe, this is one of my picks. We scored her way high. You look at that. Marge Newton, hello, Marge Newton, that Anchors Away buck did sire Paul Morgan's trouble buck that he's having so much a good run with. That Cinnamon Twist, that Ace in the Hole, you won't find those anywhere. And then you got some of their own Loop River breeding on the bottom that brings the color. A lot of good here. But more importantly, look at that doe, how she moves so elegantly when we put her in motion there. She doesn't get in a big rush. She just pulls those feet up and back to she should. One that's correct in every way. I like this doe a whole lot. Let's sell her.
Red Firehouse daughter down. I'd get a bit of a what's on here down here. 3,000. 3,000 under down. I'd get a bit down. I'd get a bit of a 2 to give $1,000 there. And I'd get a bit of $1,000 and hit the ground running. 1,000 a bid. 1,000 under down. I'd get a bit. She'll do that all day. I'd get a bit of a pound here. 500. 7.5. Down 1,000. 1,000 under down. I'd get a bit of a 12.5 here. 12.50. I'd get a bit of a 12 here. 1,000 a bid. 12.50. Hit 12.5 here. I'd get a bit of 1,000 under down. 12.5 here. I'd get a bit of 1,000 a bid. 12.5. Hit down 12.5 here. I'd get a bit of a pound here. Down 12.5 here. I'd get a bit of 1,000 under 12.50. 12.5. Hit 10. I'd get a bit of a 12 and a pair. I'd get a bit of a 10 down 12 and a pair. I'd get a bit of a Paul Morgan bred Firehouse doe. 12.5 bid. 1,000, 12.50. It comes from all the color on the bottom side. 10, 12.5, 1,000, 11, 1,100 a bid. I'd get a 10 down 11, 11 a bid. I'd get a 10 down. I'd get a 11 down 10 down 11 a bid. I'd get a 1,000, 11, 1,100 a bid. I'd get a 10 down. I'd get a 11 here down 11 here. 1,000, 11, 1,100 a bid. $1,000, 1,100. $1,100 on her, 1,011, 11 a bid. I'd get a 10 down, I'd get a 11 down, 10 down, 11 here, I'd get a bit of a 10 bid down, 11 here. Last call, $1,000, 1,100 a bid. I'd get a 10 down, I'd get a 11 down, 10 down, 11 a bid, 1,100. I'd get a 11 here, I'd have. Sold $1,000 even, number 20, $1,000 even, number 20. Thank you. Got a nice doe.
All right. 48 big blue Boers consignment. Full blood doe, 426.20. She's not a year old yet. This is Audrey Lynn's favorite, and I would tend to agree with that. I had this doe marked up before she even told me. The stroll bred East Heritage you see on top, just loaded with color. That Jester buck, that steamroller buck, I got to see him while he was still alive. That dude, it was just crazy, crazy big, but he was right. This doe here, when we put her in motion, it's 1-in-1 full pigment bite on. This doe is perfect in every way. And to be this young, to have this much power and thickness, I find that quite amazing. To be correct when we move on, put her in motion. One that moves as good as anything that I've seen in the barn today. Good doe. You got the color there. Yes, you want that as well. But I think she backs it up with stoutness. Let's sell this good doe.
How much on her down? How to get it? Taking the risk down. How to get it on number 48 here? How to get it? What's on her down? How to get it? Bit of it? 2,000. 2,000 a bid. And down to here. How to get it? How to get a bit of a 2 down 2. How to get $1,000 on her? 1,000 a bid. $1,000. $1,000 down. How to get a bit of 1,000 here? How to get it? 1,000. 12, 50,000. 12 and a half. In a 10. 12 and a half. Hit 10 down. 12 and a pair. How to get it? How to get a bit of a 12 and a 15 bid. 15 down. 17. 15. How to get a bit of a 2. 2 here. 2 man. How to get a 22 down pair. Full blood doe. Hit 2. How to get a bit of a 22 down pair. 2 down bid. 22. 50. 21. Andy. Hit 1. How to get a bit of a blonde hair down. How to get a bit 2 bid. Down 1. Hit down blonde hair. Down blonde. How to get a bit of how to get a bit of how to get a bit 1,200 at a bid. How to get a bit 2,000 a bid. Hit a bit to get 1,100. Hit 2. Down 1. Hit down 1. How to get a bit of blonde down 2. Down 1. How to get a bit of blonde down 2. Down 1. How to get a bit of having a powwow with the boys there. 2 grand 1. Hit 1. How to get a bit of blonde hair down 2. How to get a bit of blonde down 2. Down 1. Hit 1 bid. How to get a bit of blonde down 2. How to get a bit of blonde down 2. Down 1. How to get a bit 1,200 bid. 2 grand down 1. Hit 1 here. How to get a bit of a 1,200 hair. I'd have sold that doe 2,000. Sold her 2,000. Get a nice doe, and she's going to be barred number 12. $2,000 even, barred of a 12. Thank you.
Congratulations, Matt. Might want to let Audrey Lynn keep picking those does. She's done a real good job there. Lot number 49, Triple F Farms, 87.50% doe here. This doe is 1-in-1 with 2 non-functional on both sides. She's a proven doe. This doe is bred to their partner buck. Watch this. She's due 426, so that's pretty darn quick. And when you saw her back there, you would agree with that. Now, I look at that pedigree and I see one thing that excites me is that Molly doe that I got to see while she is still alive. She'd take up an entire 5x5 pen. That's the biggest, longest doe I think I've ever seen when they sold her at Marge Newton's sale up there on the top side. We've got some hardcore South African genetics in here as well. They tell me she's a great mother. No kidding issues, maternal characteristics. What I find about this doe, she does have, she's got some experience to her. She's had kids. We look at her, look how deep she is in her flank, how productive she is in that flank. I like to see that on a doe as it gently goes back from umbilicus to udder. Just a super thick, deep-centered doe, one that's bred. You get the family coming. It's a package deal. Let's sell this good doe.
Kids are coming soon here. I'd get a video, better start to boil in water and get some towels ready. I'd get a video on hair down. I'd get a video on here 2,000. $2,000 down. I'd get a video down. I'd get a video $1,000 hair down. Get a video down here. Down here 500. 7.5. Head down 1,000. $1,000. $1,100. Get a video 11 here. 10 down. 11 a bit. 1,000. 11. 11 here. Which one you got here? You right here in the middle. 1,000 again. 11 back there. 1,100 a bit. 1,011. 1,100 a bit. Down 10. I'd get a video 11 down. Down 11. 1,100 a bit. I'd get a video 10. I'd get a video 11 down. 10 down. 11 a bit. I'd get a video 1,000. Internet you're out here as well. 1,100 a bit. $1,000. 1,100. 10. 11. 11 a bid. I'd get a 10. I'd get a 11 down. 10 down. 11 a bid. I'd get a 1,100 a bid. I'd get a 11 here. Got to go. $1,000 is down. 1,100, and she's gonna be kidding here right quick. 1,100 a bit. Now 12. Now 1,200. 11 a bid. Internet came back in to get $1,100 down. 1,200. 1,200 a bid. 1,200. 11 a bid. 12. 11 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 12 here down. 13. 13 a bid. 1,300 a bid. I'd get a bit 13 down. 12 here. 13 a bid. And I'd get a bit 13. I'd get a bit of a 13. I'd get a bit of a 12. Get about 13, sir. You want to get 1,300. $1,200 on her. 13 a bid to get the whole package here. 1,300 a bid. 1,300. $1,200 down. I'd get a bit of a 13 here. I'd have last call. I'd have sold her 1,200. Internet 533. $1,200. Internet 533.
All right, Fanning Farms, lot number 50 is a 97% doe. She is one that's 2 and 2 in her teat structure. and she's correct all the way. They call her fast. I guess she's like me. She's an easy keeper as well. You look at the top side, you see Shanna Mae, that expensive Deanna. What a doe that doe was, and they're breeding on the bottom there. This doe, we studied her from the 12th rib back, is as powerful as you can make one. One that's just young and got the whole world in front of her. If you don't want to buy that high price feed, this may be the one you want to buy because she's an easy keeper. Let's sell this young good doe.
Baby fat don't hear it. How to get a bit of a number 50 down. How to get a bit don't hear it. 2 down here. How to get a $1,000 a bid. $1,000 down. How to get a bit of a pawn down pawn. How to get a bit of a 5 here. How to get a bit again 5. 5 in a bid. 600. 5. 6 here. Hit 5. How to get a bit of a 6 7. And how to get a bit of a 700. How to get a bit of a 600. Get a bit of a 700 at a bid. How to get a bit of a 600. 700 at a bid. Hit 1 7. Hit 700 at a bid. How to get a bit of a 600. Get a bit of a 700 at a down. How to get a bit of a 600 here down 7. Hit 700 at a bid. How to get a bit of a 7 here. 600. Get a bit of a 7 here. How to get a bit of a 700 at a bid. 600. He wants 7. Hit 7 a bid. How to get a bit of a 700 down. How to get a bit of a 600. Get a bit of a 700 at a bid. How to get a bit of a 6 online. 700. 600. 700. Hit 6 here. How to get a bit of a 700 at a bid. How to get a bit of a 700 down. How to get a bit of a 600. How to get a bit of a 7 here down 7. You want to get 700. 600. 7 a bid. You want 7. 7 a bid. How to get a bit of a 6 here. You want a half back there. 615. Hit a half here. How to get a bit of a pound down. 600. Get a bit of a pound down. 6 is bid. Down half. 6 here. How to get a bit of a pound down. How to get a bit of a pound down. How to get a bit of a 6 here. Down half. Hit half. How to get a bit of a pound back there. How to get a bit of a 600. Get a bit. How to get a bit of a hand. How to get a left there. 6 here. Down half. Hit a half. How to get a bit. 650. Keep going. 6 down half. Get a bit half here. 6 bid. Down half. You want 650. 600 down half. 600 here. How to get a bit of a pound down. 600. Get a bit of a pound down. Pound here. Died half. Sold the dough. 600. Internet 514. $600. Internet 514.
All right, lot number 51 is a 94% purebred. She's born 11/2015 and experienced doe here. She is confirmed bred due at the end of this month to the blackout buck. That's an own son of Kingpin, solid black with one dapple spot on him. Josh and Joanna Weir breeding top, middle, and bottom here all the way. I don't know why she's selling her. This is a heck of a doe here. I like that she's bred. I like the way she's made. Let's sell this good bred doe. You can't go wrong on this one.
Seeing spots for a while here down. How to get a bit of a here. 3,000. 3,000 under down. How to get a bit of a 3 down. 3 down. How to get a bit of a 2 here. Give $1,000. Here we go. 1,000 a bid. $1,000. $1,000 down. How to get a bit of 1 here. 500. 7 half bid. 1,000. $1,000 down. How to get a bit 12 and a half. 12 and a half here. $15. $15. 17. 50. 15. How to get a bit of a 17 and a half. How to get a bit of a 17 and a half here. How to get a bit of 15. You want 17. 50. 16. Down soon. How to get a bit of 16. 17. 17. 18. 18 bid. How to get a bit of a 17 down. 18. How to get a bit 18 bid. Down 17, 18. 18 a bid. How to get a bid 18 bid. Down 17, down 18. How to get a bid Jason color all day. $1,800 on her. 17, 18. 18 in a bread dough to boot. 1,800 at a bid 19. Down 19, down 19. Get a new man on. 18, 19. 18. How to get a bit of a 19 here. Down 18, down 19, down 19 here. How to get a bid you want to get 1,900. 18, 19 to bid. 1,900 a down. 19 a bid. Like I said, you're going to be seeing spots for a while. You buy this bread dough, you want 1,900. 18, 19. 18 a bid. 1,900 a down. 18. How to get a bit of a 19 here. Down 18, down 19, down 19. That's on. Into 19 here. Down. You've been down 2, down 2,000. I'm here with Mitch. Sorry, 2,000. And how to get a bit of a 2. Kansas, Texas, you're both out to get 19 on the floor. $2,000 bid. 19, 2. 2,000 a bid. 19, 2. Hit 2. How to get a bit of a 2 down. How to get a bit of a 2 down. How to get a bit of a 19 here. Down 2, down 19, down 2. Hands high. And down 1, down 21. Down 1. How to get a bit of 1 down 2. How to get a bit of 1 down 1 down 1 down 1. How to get a bit of 2 bid. You want 1? Hit 1 bid. How to get a bit of 1 2 down 2 down 2. How to get a bit of 2. How to get a bit of a 2 down 1 down 2. How to get a bit of a 2 down 1 bid 2. Hit 2. How to get a bit of 2. How to get a bit of 1 down 2. How to get a bit of a 2 down. Get a go. How to get a bit 2,200 when you're done. You get 21 bid. 2,200. $21 2. 21 bid. 2,200 now. Hit 2. How to get a bit of a 2 down 1. How to get a bit of a 2 down 1 down 2. Here I'd have 3. That was close. 3 bid. 3. 3 down to get a bit of a 3. 2 down to get a bit of story of my life. Get a bit of a 3 down. 2 down to get a bit of a 3 down. 2 down 3 down to get a bit of a 3. You want it? 2,300. 23 Kansas. Last call. 22-3. You want 3. How to get a bit 2 down to get a bit of 4. Now 4. Down 3, how to get a bit of a 4, down to 4, how to get a bit of a 3, down 4, how to get a bit of a 3, down to 4, down 3, down to 4, down to 4, how to get a bit of a 4, hit 3, how to get a bit of a 4, 9, half, 3, how to get a bit of a 4, yes or no, 3, 4, 3, down 5, down 5, down 5, down 5, down 5, get a bit of a 5, down 4, how to get a bit of a 5, down 4, down to 5, hit down 5 bid, how to get a bit of a 5, down 5, get a bit of a 5, down 4, how to get a bit of a 5, down 4, how to get a bit of a 5, and it is 2,500. Sold the dough, 2,400. Sold her, 2,400. Bidder numbers at 533, 2,400, 533. Thank you.
All right, lot number 52 is a full-blood doe. Botker Boers brings the Stars and Garters. She is a Terry Brown bred doe here, top and bottom. You got that Star Boer buck. I can see that in her. You can see at the bottom side there, heavy duty with some John Edwards breeding there as well. This doe is confirmed bred. We confirmed bred that this morning. This is Darcy's pick of the sale, and it is my pick of her consignments of the sale as well. We moved that doe way up. Bootlegger, who's a bootlegger? Bootlegger is a gray goose over Double D Boers here in Nebraska. Simply amazing. Son, must be this Nebraska weather. On the bottom side, Maddie Caprio breeding with a Star Boy doe as well. So you're going to have doubling up on that. We found that kind of breeding to work very, very well. I think this doe speaks for herself. Man, she moves around like a cat. She's thick. She's correct. She's up front and she's broody. She's feminine. She's big. She's bold. Just look at her. I don't have to sell her. She sells herself. Here's a good one right here.
The doe's absolutely going to speak for herself, ladies and gentlemen. You are buying lot 52. Pay no attention to that 4 down there at the bottom of the screen. That was her fourth doe in the sale. I'd could have any bit of it, could have it. How much on her down? I'd could have any bit of it, could have it about 5,000. And I'd could have any bit of it, could have it down here. I'd could have it about 3,000. I'd could have it about 3 down 370 and 2. 2,000. 2,000 here. I'd could have it down 2 here. 1,000. 1,000. 12. I'd could have it 15 bid. 15. 17 here. I'd could have it about 17 here. I'd could have it about. I'd could have it again 17 here. Down 2. In 2. I'd could have it 2 down bid. I'd could have it about 17. 2,000. Down 22.50. In 2. But I have here. I'd could have it 22.50 bid. I'd could have it again 2 on line. 22.50. Down 5. And down 5. Down 5. Down. I could have it about 5 down 5 down 5. I'd could have it 25 bid. I'd could have it 2 down pair down 5. In 500 down. I'd could have it about 5 down 2,500. I'd could have it about 5 down 22.55. And down 5 bid. I'd could have it about 5 down 5. Could have it about 5 down 22 down pair. I'd could have it about 5. I'd could have it about 5. You want 23.50. Internet. You want 23 down pair. You got 250 bid. 23 and a half. You got 2 bidders online been with us absolutely all damn good. Every chance to bid. I'd could have it 22 down 23.50. 3 4. I'll take it. 3 4 5 down 5 5. I'd could have it about 5 down 5. Could have it about 25 pair down 5. In 5. I'd could have it about 5 down 5. Could have it about 5 down 5 down 6 here. 600 at a bid. At 25. 2,600 at a bid. And down 5. 600 at a down. I'd could have it about 5 down 6 here. I'd could have it 25. 2,600 at a bid. 2,600. 2,500. Buy that good deal if you want it. I'd could have it 2,600 at a bid. 25. 2,600 now. And down 5 here. I'd could have it 600 at a bid. I'd could have it about 5 down 6 here. I'd could have loved that head shape. I'd could have it out horn set right all the way to the tip of her tail. You want 2,600 at a bid. Hit 5. I'd could have it about 6 here down. I'd could have it about 5 down 6 here. Gotta go. 25. 26. Hit down 5 here. I'd could have it a 6 here. Derek Hildon. Could have it about 5 down 6 here. I'd have sold that nice doe. $2,500. 526. You're gonna like her. 2,500. 526. Thank you.
What a doe you bought there. Lot number 53 is Cooper Boer goats. They call her Sunshine. This is the one we talked about earlier. 2x2 in her teeth structure. 50% doe. She's correct all the way. Deemer bred on top with that red buck. You got Riles breeding stuck right in the middle over there. Percentage doe, unregistered doe on the bottom side. And man, oh man, if you know Cooper and her goats there, they don't bring anything that's scrawny. I mean, these things are power packed. They move good. They're thick. They're deep center body, and they got the big hip like I like, and this one certainly does the same. This is a good 50% doe. Let's sell this doe.
Absolutely nice doe there. I'd could have any bit of it, could have been a could have she'd be competitive in any percentage class here down. I'd could have been a cinched on her here. I'd could have been 1,000 to bid. $1,000 buyer. I'd could have 1,000 to bid. I'd could have been down pair down pond here. $500 now. $500 to bid. 600. 5, 6, 7, 700, 8, 9. Now 1,000 here. Down pond. I'd could have been 1,000. You want 1,000 back there. 1,000 to bid. $1,000 at 9. I'd could have been a pond down pond. I'd could have been a pond down 1,000 there. You want 1,000 at 900 down. I'd could have been 1,000 here down pond. I'd could have been $1,000 bid. $900 down. $1,000 bid. I'd could have been about one down one. I'd could have got to go down. $1,000 bid. I'd could have $1,000. $900 bid. $1,000 down. I'd could have anybody could have been about one down one. I'd could have been about $1,000 here down one. I'd could have been about $1,000 here down. Last call. 900. $1,000 bid. I'd could have been about one down one. I'd could have been about $1,000 here. I'd have sold the doe 900. Sold her 900. Got a nice doe number 3. $900. Bar number 3 buys her.
All right, thank you. Lot number 54, the full-blood buck. Starshine Meadows brings this buck they call Red Ball. This one here is, you've got heavy Bonjoli on top, 1,420. Again, he's just barely over 60 days over a year old. Bill and Sue Hobby out of California, they got some tough breeding right in the middle of that pedigree. You see Pete Ward, and then you see our good friends at Dog Creek over in Oklahoma, that Batham site. Love nobody might have seen this buck, and I love that cat and hat son that they called Tucker that they showed so much. And this buck here, again, he's young, but boys, he correct. He's up off the ground like that. We're making these animals too short, too fat to the ground. I think this guy's going to give some elevation with some leg underneath him. Look how correct he is. I like the structure on this red buck. Let's sell him.
Got a little lift kit to him here. I'd could have been a red ball time here. I'd could have been here 3,000. 3,000 pin. I'd could have been a 3. I'd could have been a 3 down 2 here. I'd could have been a 2. Give $1,000 on him. Start him $1,000 bid. $1,000. $1,000 a bid. There's a buck you take home today. Go to work for you. $1,000 a bid. I'd could have give $1,000 here. $1,000. 500. Here we go. 5, 7, half. 5 down 6, 7. And again $7. $7 8 down. I'd could have been a 9 down 9. I'd could have been $1,000 here. Down $1,100 bid. Down 11. I'd could have 1,011. 11 here. I'd could have 1,000s here in the middle. 1,100 a bid. 1,011. 1,100 a bid. I'd could have been a 10 down 11. I'd could have been a 1,000 manual 11 here. I'd could have been not you behind you. 1,011. 11 a bid. I'd could have been 10. I'd could have been 11 down 10 down 11. 1,000s here in the middle. Anything else? 1,100 a bid. There's the buck you take home today and go to work for you. 1,011. 1,100 a bid. I'd could have been 10. I'd could have been 11 here down 10 down 11 a bid. 1,000 here down 11. I'd could have been 10 down 11 down 11 down a bid. I'd could have been 1,000 down 11 here. Last call. 1,100 a bid. 1,011. 1,100 here. I'd have. Sold the buck. $1,000 number 19. 1,000 even. Number 19 buys him. Get a nice buck.
Well, you got a good one there. Ladies and gentlemen, lot number 55, D&D Farms out of Oklahoma, bringing this 98.50% purebred doe. Again, we've seen the consistency out of that buck all day long out of Flashpoint in the design that this guy's throwing. A little bit different twist for me on the bottom that I really like. You got that Deamer bred on the sire side, and then Lindenfels out of Eric, Oklahoma on the doe side. This may be one of my favorite ones for me that they brought. Maybe not be theirs, but for me, I really like the design of this doe. I like the thickness and the power, how level she is down that top. One that moves extremely well for me as well. She would she would show in that full-blood side of the show, but I think she's one of these that speaks for herself. One of my high-marking does here. Let's sell this good doe.
Very level, very thick, like her down right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're working a lot. 55 down. I'd could have somebody get 2,000. 2,000 here. And a 2 down. I'd could have been a bit of $1,000 bid. I'd could have been a pound here. 500. 600 at a bid. 5, 6. 600 at a bid. $500 down. I'd could have been a 600 at a bid. I'd could have been a 5 down 6 here. I'd could have a 7. And a $700 down. $800 bam down. I'd could have been a bam down. Could have bam 800. 800 at a bid. 800. Not 7.5. 800. Now paid. 800. I'd could have been down. Iowa, you're out here at 800. They get 7.5 in the back. 800 at a bid. It's 7.5 feet here. I'd could have been down 7.5. 800 at a bid. I'd could have a 7.5. 800 at a bid. 800. 800 at a bid. I'd could have been about folks. Half the work's been done here. The conditions there. I'd could have been a carcass is there at 800 at a bid. Get 7.5. 800. 800 at a bid. You're buying a nice doe. 800 at a bid and half. Now 850. Ma'am, 850. 850. Young lady, 850. 850. You start at 900. Now 9. 900. Now half. Not a half. 950. 9 down half. And 9 here down. Not could have been about half. You loved her $100 ago. Give 950. 950. 9 down. Not could have been about down 9 here down 50. Not could have been about 9 down half here. 950. Hit 9. Not could have been about half here. Not could have been about half here. 9 down a half here. Not could have been about half here. 9 down half here. Last call, ma'am. 950. Young lady could have been about 950. Bid down. Not could have been about half here. Down 950 here. 9 half. Sold that doe 900. Sold her 900. Going to a great home. And that's $900 even. Number 17. Thank you.
All right, lot 56, Rebar Ranch, full-blood doe here. This doe is correct on bite, pigment, teats are 2x1, and they assure us that the udder is good on this. They checked it. They know it's working on both sides. You look at Steinke, you look at D-Jack and Weir on the bottom. 3 of the top colored breeders in the country here. Take this doe home, put her in your donor pen, put her in your breeding pen. She's ready to go. What a flashy red older doe here.
She's got some time left here down. I'd get a bit on number 56 here. I'd get a bit of a 25. And I'd get a bit of a 25 here down. I'd get a bit of a 2 here. Give $1,000 bid. I'd get a bit of a pound here down. But I'd get a bit of 500. 7.5. Down 1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pound down. But I'd get a bit of a one down. 1,000. I'd get a bit of 1,000 a bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a big dog daughter for $1,000. Who'd have thunk it? And I'd get a bit of 1,000 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 7. I'd give $1,000. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a one down. But I'd get a bit of a 7 here. I'd get a $1,000 bid. 7.5. 800. 800 in a bid. 800 down. I'd get a bit of a 7 up. Here down, $800, I'd get a bit of a 7 down, $800 a bit, $800 on her, 7.5, 800, 800 a bit, I'd get a bit of a 7 up here, I'd get a bit down, 7, 8 bid, $800, folks are wearing the money on this dough, 800 a bid, 7.5, $800 on her, 800 a bid, $800 down. I'd get a bit of a 7 up 8 here. 800 a bid. I'd get a bit down, I'd get a bit of a 7 up down, 800 a bid. 800 hands high. 800 a bid. 7.5. 800 down. I'd get a bit of a 7 up here. I'd get a bit down, here. I'd have $800 on her. Down, I'd get a bit here. Down, have. Sold 750. Number 25. 750. Number 25. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Lot number 57, VTZ Boer Goats. This is a full-blood buck. December, just a young fella here. You look over there, come out of Shannon May and Aaron May out of Snyder, Texas. They're breeding. Had as many national champions as anyone. Love that going back to Justin Stewart's next dimension. You see old Art and Carol down in Missouri there at Mulberry. We incorporated Mulberry into our herd, and boy, did we get some really good kids out of that deal. This is her buck pick of the sale. This is the one that she wanted to bring and offer to you. And you look at him, he has got such an expression of circumference of forearm there, just super big in his forearm. And you get over the top of him, he's so wide, he's so correct, over his hip, back into his rump there, a lot of rump shake. Just a pretty exciting young buck with some masculinity to him at his age. Let's sell him.
Down, I'd get a bit of it on the best band here. Down, I'd get a bit of a 4,003. 3,000 a bid. 3 bid, I'd get a bit of a 3 down. I got $1,000 bid. 12 and a half, 10, 12 and a half. 10's on line. Now 15. 15 a bid. 1,500 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 12 and a bid. I'd get a bit of 1,500 down. I'd get a bit of 12 and a bid. Internet trout, 15 bid. 15. I'd get a bit of it again. 15. 15. I'd get a bit of a 17. 50. 15. 17 and a half. 15 here. Down to get a bit of a 17 and a half here. I'd get a bit of 15 a bid. I'd get a bit of 17. 50. 15. I'd get a bit of a 17. 50 bid. I'd get a bit of 15. I'd get a bit of a 17. 15. I'd get a bit of 15. 17 at bid. 16. 15. 16 a bid. 16. I'd get a bit of a 15. I'd get a bit of 16. 16. I'd get a bit of a 16 bid. Ladies and gentlemen, for quite a few times, I had the chance to handle Best Inc. We'd used him in our program before. This buck emulates that buck. Vicki worked tirelessly with that buck. She showed him all over the place. She ennobled him herself. Did all the work. Here's another buck that's going to do the same thing for you. You got $1,500 bid. Anybody else at $1,600? If you want him, get after it. $1,500 at a bid. $1,600. 16 a bid. 15. I'd get a bit of a 16. 16. I'd get a bit of 15 here. I'd get a bit of 16. Anybody else? $1,600 at a bid. I'd get a bit of 15 here. I'd get a bit of a 16 here. I'd have. Sold the buck, $1,500. Sold her $1,500 by our 2.5. $1,500 even by our number 25 buys him.
All right, lot number 59 is Strawberry Shortcake. I wished I had one. Full blood doe, 12/27/18. She was in heat on April the 3rd. They saw the doe get bred. So it's too early to confirm whether she's bred, but if she is not, they will give you a freeze trial of that Evolution Buck into Darkness. They will provide that to you if she comes back open. She's 1-1. Teats are good. Mouth is good. Just look at that, and you just see there is nothing but good and color in that deal, and I got a little bit of a creamy color to this doe. That dam of this doe is one of their biggest producers, and I think you can certainly see why there. Love this doe. Look how productive she is in her flank. Look how it runs back downhill from her umbilicus back to her udder there. That's why you want to see them up in there, pretty in the front end. What a great doe there. Let's sell her.
That lovely wedge shape to her down. I'd get a bit of a how much hard. I'd get a bit of a 35, 3,000. 3,000 bid. 3. I'd get a bit of a 3 down, 3 down. I'd get a bit of a 2 here. I'd get a bit of a 2,000 down. I'd get a bit of $1,000, and here we go. 1,000 bid, 12.50. 1,000, 12 and a half. And down 10 here, down 12 and a 15, 15. Down, I'd get a bit of a 17, 50 down 2 here, 22.50. Hit 2 and a half here. I'd get a bit of a 25. I'd get a bit of a 5 up here. Down 5, 7 half bid. And a 7 up here, 5 up here, 7 half, 7 up. I'd get a bit of a 5 here, 7 half. Hit 25 here, down 7 up 100. I'd get a bit of a 5 down 3. I'd get a bit of a 3,000 bid. I'd get a bit of a 3,000 bid. Hit 3. I'd get a bit of a 3,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 7 up here. I'd get a 3,000 bid down 3. Hit 3. I'd get a bit of a 3 down 3. I'd get a bit of a 3 down 27.5. 3,000 a bid. Hit a bit of a 3 bid. I'd get a 3. I'd get a bit of a 3 down 3 down 3 down 3 down 3. Young lady give 3,000 a bid. 27 up on line. 3,000 a bid. Hit 3. I'd get a bit of a 3. I'd get a bit. I'd get a video on 28.50. You'll do that at 27.5. 8.50. 8.5 here. I'd get a video. I'd get a video of Pam down you out there at 8. I'd get a video of 8.5 here. 27. 8.50 down 9.50. In 9.5 here. Down. I'd get a video of Pam here. Down Lacey. Get a bit of 9.5 here. 9.50. Into 9. Get a bit of 9 down 3 down 3 down 3. I'd get a 3 bid. 9 on the net. 3,000. Hit 3. I'd get a 3 bid down 9. Get a bit of a 3 down 9. Hit a bit of a 3. I'd get a 3,000 a bid. Hit 3 here. I'd get a bit of a 3. I'd get a Arkansas in the lead. The other two, you're out here. 3,000 a bid. You want 3 back there at 9 bid. 3,000 a bid. You want 3 here. I'd get a 3. I'd get a bit of a 3 down. Last call here. 29. 3,000 on a bid. Hit a 3. I'd get a bit of a 3 bid down 9. Get a bit of a 3 here. I'd have sold that doe 2,900. Get a nice one done. 526 buys that. 526, and you got a really nice doe.
All right, lot number 6. Big blue Boers right here in Nebraska on the Big Blue River. This red doe with spots on her comes out of Stroh breeding on top. You see Bon Jolly on the bottom side. So we got lots of color in this young female here. Just a 5'14", 20. She's not even a year old. We got to add some days to get her a year old. 1-1 with non-functional bites on. Comes fully pigmented. One of my favorites that Big Blue brought to this sale in terms of the way she's designed. Look how big and bold she is. Her hind saddle, level top, look thick-centered at this age. But what I like about her is how up front and clean under her throat latch. A lot of femininity. I love a feminine doe. I like them to be feminine. What a great little young red doe. Here, let's sell this one.
Down, I'd get a bit of a I'd get a bit of hard lemonade down. I'd get a bit of here too. I'd get a bit of a $2 down here. Give $1,000. $1,000 a bid. $1,000 down. I'd get a bit of a pawn down pawn. I'd get a bit of a 500. Here we go. I'd get a 600 a bid. 5, 6, 7. 7 down, 8 down. And down 9 down 1,000 here. I'd get a bit of a down 11 here. Down 1,100 a bid. 1,000's the back. 1,100. 1,011. Hit 1,100 a bid. I'd get a 10. I'd get a bit of 11 down 10s there. 11 a bid. 1,011. 11 a bid. I'd get a 10. I'd get a bit of 11 here. Down 11 here. Down 10. 11 a bid. 1,011 down. I'd get a bit right there. Down 10. 11 down 12. Down 12, down 12, and a 12, down 13, 13 a bid. I'd get a 13, 13, I'd get a 1,300. Internet shot, I'd get a 12 in the back, get a 1,314 here. Hit 14 here, I'd get a 14, I'd get a 13, 14 a bid. Hit 14 here, I'd get a 14, I'd get a 13, I'd get a 1,400 a bid. He won 14 here, I'd get a 14, 1,400, 1,400, 1,400 bucks. 13, 14, down 15. Now 1,500 at a bid. 1,500 at to get a bid of 1,500. 14's a bid. 15 down 16. 1,600. 16 a bid. 15, 16. I'd get a bid of 15. I'd get a bid if you're done. We're going. I'd get a bid of 1,600 at a bid. 15. I'd get a bid of a thank you though. I'd get a bid of 1,600 at a bid. I'd get a bid of 15, 16 here. I'd have sold that dough 1,500. Internet 509. $1,500. Internet 509. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. We're moving to lot 61. Fanning Farm, 75% doe, 321.20. This doe here, again, one that, in my opinion, speaks for herself. They told me they've got to be maternal. They got to have carrying capacity and volume capacity in their program. This one certainly doesn't disappoint you in that respect. Lots of volume capacity on this doe. 75%er. Good breeding doe. Take her home and put her on a buck. Let her go.
I'd get a bit of half after now. I'd get a bit of folks. Now working on lot number 61 down. I'd get a bit of 15 here. I'd get a bit of here. I'd get a bit of 1,000 a bid. $1,000. 1,000 here. Did you get the brisket nachos? Looks like it. I'd get a bit of 1,000 here. 1,000 here. I'd get a bit of 100 here. 500 here we go. I'd get a bit of 5, 6, 500 down. 600. Hit 5, 600 a bid. I'd get a bit of 5 down 6 here. I'd get a bit of 500 a bid. I'd get a 600. Get after. Hit down 5 here. I'd get a 600 a bid. I'd get a bit of 6, 7. Hit 7 a bid. I'd get a bit of 700 bid. I'd get a 600. Get a bit of 700 down. I'd get a 600. Anybody else at 700 a bid? 8. 800 a bid. I'd get a bit of 700. 8 down bid. I'd get a bit of 70 bid. I'd get a 7 a bid. 800 a bid. I'd get a bit of 700. 8 bid. I'd get a bit of 7 down bid here. I'd get a bit down bid. I'd get a bit of 7 down bid here. Down bid. 800. I will out here at 800 a bid. I'd get a bit of 70 bid. 700. 800. Hands high if you want her down. I'd get a bit 800 a bid. I'd get a bit down bid. I'd get a bit of 70 down. I'd get a bit here. Last call. 800 a bid. $700 bid. I'd get a bit down bid. Down $800 here. I'd get a bit 800. Sold that doe, 700. Sold 700. Buyer number 4. $700 even. Buyer number 4. Thank you.
All right, Pitzer Ranch here winning a Dick Snake collar, born 311, a 21 full-blood buck. That's not a buck, obviously, in the picture, and we'll try to get through this explanation. You get a 2-for-1 on this deal. You get the doe, which was born 5/19/19, so she's coming 2 years old. She comes with a buck on her side. This doe kidded quads. They pulled the does off and left the buck, the biggest kid, on her. So she sells with that buck kid. That buck is out of JB. They call him JB, the buck that Noah had so much success with showing. We got Mulberry Mares, Carol, and Art on the bottom side. Just an outstanding young buck kid there. He's young, but he has all the pieces. Look how well put together that doe is, and she went through those 4 quad kidding. A really nice pair here. I like this pair a lot. Let's sell them.
Folks, you're buying the family now. Could have been that nice doe. Could have been the Jim Beam kid inside here. Could have been forward here, 4 down 3. 3,000 under down. Could have been down. Could have been 3 down, 3 down 2. Give 1,000 here. 1,000 under bid. Could have been 1,000 under. Could have been again 1,000. 1,000. And again 1 down. Could have been 1,000. 12 and a half. Hit a 10 here. Down 12 under bid. Could have been 1,000 under bid. 12.50. Hit 10. Could have been 12 under fair. Could have been 10. Could have been 12 under fair. 1,000. 12.50. Hit a 10. 12 and a half fair. Could have been Jim Beam sun inside. 12 and a half. 1,000. 12 and a half. 15 bid. 15, I'd could have been 15, 15, I'd could have been 15 here down, 15, 17 and a half bid, 15, 17, 50, 15 here down, could have been 17 and a half here, I'd could have been 15 here down, 17 and a half here, you're buying the family, 1,500, 17, 50, 15, 17 and a half, 15 bid, I'd could have been 17 and a half, I'd could have been, if you want to get after him, 1,500, 1,600, 16 a bid, 15, I'd could have been, could have been 1,600 a bid, I'd could have been 15, 16 bid, 15, 1,600, 15, I'd could have been 1,600 a bid, I'd could have been 15, 16 bid, I'd could have think about what the buck kid's worth here in a year. 1,600, 15, 16. Hands high if you want her down. 15, 16 to bid. I could have been 1,600 on her bid. I could have been 15, 16. Last call. 15 here. I could have been 16, 16. I could have been 16 here. I could have 16 here. I'd have sold the family 1,500. Sold 1,500. Buyer number 20. 1,500. Thank you both. Buyer number 20.
All right, lot number 63. This is Botker Boards. They call her Beverly Hill. 328.20 full blood doe. Her sire sold is lot 16. The Deemer buck, a hot property earlier. We've got some Melissa Love out of California breeding on the bottom side. I like that combination. It's a little bit of a different twist. And when you study this doe on the move and you see her, you'll certainly appreciate that. This is, she told me this is her second best or her second selection of the sale. Is one of her favorites. And man, is she complete and balanced or what? Look how level top she is. The first thing that hits you is just how well she's put together and how easily she moves when we put her in motion. Let's sell this good doe. Open.
Sells open. Take her home. Put her to work down. I'd could have been a 3,000 bid. 3, 2. 2,000 under down. I'd could have been a 10 here. I'd could have been $500 at line. 7.5. And I'd could have been 7.5. 1,000 a bid. 1,000 under down. I'd could have been 1,000 under bid. I'd could have been 7 a fair. 1,000 a bid. Hit 1,000 under down. I'd could have been pawn down. Pawn. I'd could have been 7 a fair. 1,000 a bid. I'd could have been. Folks are winding down. If you want to know, give 1,000. 12 and a half. And a 12 and a fair. I'd could have been 10. 12 and a half. Down 15 gunner. 15 a bid. 15. I'd could have been 12 and a fair. I'd could have been 15. Heard in a bid. I'd could have been 12 and a half. 15 a bid. 15. I'd could have been 15. Heard in a bid. I'd could have been 12 and a fair. 1,300. 12 and a half. 13 if you want her. 13 a bid. 12 and a half. 13 bid. 13. I could have been 13. 13. I could have been 13. Here's another doe that needs buying. 1,300. 12 and a half. 13 bid. 13. I could have been 13 here. I could have been 13 net if you want her. $1,300. 1,300 a bid. 1,300. 12 and a half. 1,300 at a bid. 13. I could have been 13 here. Down 12 and a half here. I could have been 13. You guys want it? 13 a bid. 1,300. 13 a bid. I could have been 12 and a half here. I could have been 13 here. I could have been 1,300 at a bid. Wow. Sold that doe. 12.50. Sold 12.50. Buyer 1-3. 12.50. Buyer 1-3. Thank you.
All right, lot number 64. Cooper Borgos lot. They call her Next Clove. That was a switcheroo, but the pedigree is still the same. Another one of those does that we've seen all day coming out of Deemer Cinch buck that they incorporated in their program. She's one her teeth structure. She's correct all the way. And you can continue to see the power, the correctness, the thickness that buck has done for them. Really put it on. Let's sell it.
I know, I get all choked up just thinking about it too. I'd could have been 1,000 here. 1,000 under down. I'd could have been one down. We'll get you some brisket nachos. Them things will clean you out. I'd could have been 1,000 here. 1,000 under down. I'd could have been one here. I'd could have been 500. Get after it. 500 under bid. 5, 6, 600 under bid. 7, 700, 800, 8 down, 8 down, 9 down, 9 down. 1,000 under. Could have been 1,000 under down. Give 1,000 here. 11, 1,100 under bid. 1,000 line. 11 to bid. 10, 11, 11 here down. 11. I'd could have been 10 down. 11 here. 1,011. 1,100 bid down. 10 down. Could have been 11 here down. 10 down. 11 here. I'd could have been 1,011. Any of us 1,100 at a bid. They got 1,000 line. 1,100 at a bid. I could have 10. I could have 11 here down 10 down 11. 1,100 bid. I could have 10. I could have 11 here down. Could have y'all down there. I could have 1,011 here down 1,100 at a bid. I could have 1,011 here down have. Sold that dough $1,000. 513 internet 513. You're gonna like. You got a nice dough. You're gonna like her.
All right, thank you. Lot number 65 is a full-blood doe, Starshine Meadows, born 1/6/20, just a little over a year old. She's 2 and 2 with one non-functional, 2 low spurs, and 3 orifices on one side. So that tells me she is not show correct. But you got to really admire this Arm & Trout breeding on top. Look at all the red up there. We get this beautiful paint doe here. Roger McSwain on their own raised Starshine Meadows doe here. Now, the video's not really good. When we went back and looked at her, it just does not do her any justice. She wanted a rare up there in the back. She does not. She's just flat out that hill, but she can make one. Just a really complete, well-balanced doe. We're in the short rows, ladies and gentlemen. If you've been hoarding your stimulus checks in the back pocket, you might want to dig those out. We're getting there.
That's a great way to put it, Terry. I could have been on lot number 65 here. Get after 15 to bid. And I could have been on Terry down. I could have been $1,000 bid. $1,000. $1,000 a bid. I could have been on down here. 500. Here we go. 5, 600 a bid. 5, 6, 7, 7. I could have been get $7, $7, 8 down, 8 down, 9 down, 9. Could have been $1,000. Could have been 11 down, 11 here. 11. Hit 10 down, 11 here. I could have been $10. Could have been Iowa out here as well. 1,100 a bid. 1,011. You 11 here down. $10. Could have been 11 a bid. 1,011. 11 down. I could have been $10. Could have been 11 down. 10 down. 11 here. 1,100 at a bid. 1,100 on the squeeze play dough. 1,100 at a bid. 1,000. 11. 1,100. 11 a bid. I could have come out of a great maternal line. I'm going to tell you that. We got it at home. 1,011. 1,100 at a bid. I could have been 10. I could have been 11 down. 10 down. 11 here. 1,011. You all done? I could have been 1,000 here down. 11 I have. 1,100 at a bid. I could have been last call. 1,100. Sold that dough. 1,000. Sold $1,000 by number 4. You're going to like her. Congratulations. Get a nice dough number 4.
All right, Jazzy here, D&D Farms out of Oklahoma, born 3/16/15. One that's got an experienced doe here, the same breeding. It is not the same breeding. Sorry about that. We got Steve and Debbie Gailey breeding on the dam side. You see Piercy on top, Jeff and Cheryl again on the bottom side as well. I like that. Some of that old breeding, some Lori Peterson in there as well. Some old with the new. And then we've got a doe here, an experienced doe that comes in. Just one that needs a little time, maybe some just a bit more feed. But what excites me about this doe is this is a doe that you can take home, you can breed, you can put her in your program. She's bred. My God, I told you she was good. She's already bred, literally bred right there. She's bred to Flashpoint, the one we've seen all day there, Merriman Chick's Final Call over Maddie Fenton Apollo doe. Wow, and she's in great shape. Just like me, very easy keeper. All right, bred doe, jackpot. Let's sell her.
You don't whine or complain. Just put her outside. We got to let her go to work for you. Down. How could have been at 1,500? And how could have been at 15? Give $1,000 bid. How could have been about 500? Here we go. 5. Hit again. 5 here. 5. 600 at a bid. 5, 6, 600. How could have been about 5? 607. Down 7. How could have been about 700 at a bid? How could have been 600? Could have been bids on the floor here. 700. 6, 7. Hit down 700 at a bid. How could have been 600? Could have been about 700. Could have been out there. How could have been 607. Hit 700 at a bid. How could have been 600? Could have been about 7. Internet. You're going to be 7 here. 6 on the floor. 7 down. 8. There we go. 800 at a bid. 800, 7, 800, 8, 9, now 9, 900, 800 under 9, down 9, could have been 8 down 9, down 9, could have been 8 down 9 here, 900 at a bid, 800 in, I could have been about 19 down, could have been about 9 down, 8 down 9 here, 8 down 9, could have been 8 down 9, I will, you want 850, don't do that, 850, you've been with us all day, 850, 800, 800 half here, do it right quick if you want it, 800 down half, hands high, 800 bid, I could have been about half, down 9, down 900, now 9, 900 at a bid, I could have been a buyer today, $900 on her, 900, you want to get 900, 900 at a bid, $900 on her. 9 could have been half. 9 could have been down 9. They're having a board meeting. 900 at a bid. 900. Thank you. Now half. 9. Now half. 9 here, down half, and down 9 to the half here, not going to be about half here, down 9 to the half here, 9.50 net, last call, going to go, 9 down half, and the 9 here, down 50, not going to be about 9 down half here, down 9.50, bid down 9.50. Sold the nice doe to the nice couple there, $900, bidder number is 11, $900, bar of 11. Thank you, folks, for coming.
All right, lot number 67. This is Rebar's final lot of the sale here. You see that pro stock on top, way back breeder down there that we know they raise some really good combination goats. This one, we got Snikey breeding top and bottom, lucky dog. You got to love that D-Jack. This is a doe, I think, that you take her. She's 2 and 2. She's correct. Everything's good. Bite, pigment's good. Thank you, Tyler, for the Snickers. I'm tweaking again. I'm good. I'm rolling. Okay, thank you. So anyway, this doe can work both sides of the barn. We can put her in the breeding pen. We can take her over for sure in the junior livestock side as well. Combination doe, if you're looking for one like that, here she is. She speaks for herself. Young doe, let's sell her.
How much on her down? I'd get a bit of 2,000. 2,000 under down, I'd get a bit of a down, I'd get a bit of a 2 tear down, I'd get a bit of a 1,000 under bid, 1,000 under down, I'd get a bit of a 500, 600 under bid, 5, 6, 7, 700 bid, I'd get a bit of a 700 bid, I'd get a bit of a 600, get a bit of a 700 under bid, I'd get a bit of a 700, 700 under bid, 6, 7, and 700 under bid, I'd get a bit of a 600, get a bit of a 700 under down, I'd get a bit of a 6 here, $700 on the dough, 600 bid, 700, 700 under bid, I'd get a bit of a 7 here, I'd get a bit of a 700 down, I'd get a bit of a 6 here down, 700 under bid, I'd get a bit of a 7, just a young thing, she's got her whole life ahead of her, 700, 600, 700 bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 here. 600. Get a bit of a 700 on a bid. I'd get a bit of a 7 here. Yes or no? 600. 700 a bid. I'd get a bit of folks. We're going to roll here. I'd get a bit of 600. Get a bit of a 7 here. And I'd have. You want to get 700? I'd get a bit of a 708. Now wait. 800. 700. 800. 800 a bid. I'd get a bit of 800. I'll do 750 for you. Been here with us all day. 750. 7. Now half. You can have here, down half, 8, 800 in the bid, 800, 800 down, I'd get a bit of a 7.5, 800 in the bid, 800 in the bid, up 8, I'd get a bit of a 7, 800 in the bid, I'd get a bit of a 7 8 bid, 800 in the bid, 800, I'd get a bit of 8, oh, yes, no, 800 in the bid, Rachel, 800, last call, 800 in the bid, I'd get a bit of 7 8 bid, I'd get a bit of 8, I'd get to wait for that task part end, 800 in the bid, 7 8 here, I'd get a bit of 800 in the bid, I'd get a bit 800. Sold the dough, 750, sold 750, is it 25, 750, number 25.
All righty then, lot number 68, full-blood doe BTZ Boer goats. This is a full-blood. She's born 5/16/20, not even a year old. Her sister made the trip down to Texas in January where we had over 1,400 entries in that show, and this doe set consistently right in the 3rd, 4th, 5th place for these folks, and they were extremely pleased, and they were showing against a lot of older does than her, so they did really well. This goat just coming off the pasture. Some of our best ones, we just overlooked them. I think this one was too. I really like this doe a whole lot. She's correct in every way, and obviously maybe I like her sentimentally because my sentimental favorite buck is in there. But anyway, we've got a 3rd at your golden was 5th at nationals. That other buck was 3rd at Wanchie was 4th at nationals. You got Shanna May, you got me in there, you got Lori Peterson. What a doe here. She just needs to be taken home and put her on the feed program. You're going to have a well of a doe. Look at how big and bold she is in her hind saddle. Look how level she is down that top. You get over the top, she's got that big square hip that I like. Let's sell this doe.
Love that head and horn set on her small town. I'd get a bit of a tear down. I'd get a bit of a 3,000. In a 3, I'd get a bit of I'd get a bit of a 3 down, 3 down, 3 down, 2 here. I'd get a 1,000 a bit, 1,000 under. Here we go. 1,000 a bit. Hit 1,000 under down. I'd get a bit of a 1 down, 1. I'd get a bit of a 500, 7.5, 5, 7.5. And I'd get a 1,000 a bit, 1,000, 12.5, 12, 15. I'd get a bit of 15 down, 17.5 here. And I'd get a bit of it. And I'd get a bit of both out. 17, 15, 15. I'd get a bit of a 17, 16. I'll take from you. I'd get a bit of 16 bid. 16. I'd get a bit of a 16 here. And I'd get a bit of a 1,600 a bid. 1,500, 1,600, 16 a bid. I'd get a bit of a 16 internet around as well. 1,600 a bid. I'd get 15 down. 1,600 a bid. 15. I'd get a bit of a 16 here. I'd get a bit of a 16. 1,700, 1,700, 1,700, 16, 17 bid. Now 18. Now 19. 1,900, 1,900. What do you got? Sprint? 18, 19, 18, 19, 18 a bid. Now 19. I'd get a bit 18. Now 2. Now 2. 2,000. 2,000 a bid. 19's here. 2,000. 2,000 a bid. 19 bid 2. Yeah, she's in at 19 too. Oh, don't hang up on her. 19 2. 2,000 on her bid. You want to get 2? I know, me too. I'd could have a 2,000 on a bid. I'd could have a 19-2. 2,000 on a bid. I'd could have a 19 bid. Down 2, down 19. I'd could have a 2 here. 19, down 2. Don't 2 of you be dialing at the same time. 1,900 is here. 2,000 on a bid. 19 down 2. I'd could have a 2 bid. Down 19. I'd could have a 2,000 on a down 19. Could have a 2. Anybody else? 19 here. I'd could have a 2,000. Yeah. She's in at 1,900. Yep. Because 18 was here, 19. Yes or no? I like him better, 2,100. 21. That closes the door there. 2 grand 1. Anybody else? 2,100 in a bid. I could have been 1 down. I could have now you can hang up. 2 grand 1. Sold 2,000. Sold $2,000 even. Thank you, number 16. 2,000. Buyer number 16. All today.
What a dough. Ruby Jean comes up next. That's Big Blue Blowers consignment. 87.5, 5,720, not even a year old yet. My golly, this is another one of those stroll bred. That risky buck on top. Look at there. If you hadn't seen Sherry Inman Stevens breeding, there she is on the bottom side. 1-1 on her, and with some non-functional, she's correct all the way back on. It's another one that resembles the doe that brought earlier in this, just a few lots back. I like the way she's made. She's young. She's put together right. Look how smooth she travels when we put her into motion. Level top, big hip, just like we like. Extended in that front end, and she looks like a doe, ladies and gentlemen. Let's buy her.
Here comes Ruby Jean down. I'd get a bit of a ton here. I'd get a bit of a 2 here down. I'd get a 1,000 a bid. $1,000. 1,000 a bid. I'd get a bit of a pawn down pawn. I'd get a bit of a 500. 600 a bid. 5, 6, 7. 7 down 8. 8, 9, 1,000. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18 a bid, 18, 18 a bid, down 18, I'd get a bit of a 17, 18, down 1,800, 1,800 at a bid, now 19, now 2, 2,000, thank you though, 2 grand, down 19, 2, hit 2, I'd get a bit of 2 bid, I'd get a bit of 19 here, down 2, down 19, down 2, here, hands high, 19 a bid, you want to get 2, 2,000 under down, I'd get a bit of a 2 here, down 19, get a bit of a 2, down 2 down, thank you though, 19 a bid, I'd get a bit of 2,000, sold the dough, 1,900. And that's given number 7, 1,900, lucky number 7.
All right, lot number 70, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last lot of the sale. If you hadn't bought one, you better get your hand up. All right, this is Star Shine Meadows. This is their final consignment, 87.5. You see Kim and Maurice Irwin up there on top with that draft pick buck that I always like. Holly and McShane stuck in the middle. Roger McSwain there at the bottom side. There's some ripper stuck back in there as well. This doe is 2 and 2 on her teeth structure. They've been working to put this this package together. I'm not sure this is as good a doe as if they brought. I really like her. That picture does her no justice whatsoever. We put her into motion. You see how complete, how balanced, how well made she is. Got the whole life in front of her. This is a good doe right here. Let's sell her.
Here's a real doe down. I'd could have anybody could have it down to the last lot of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Here, I'd could have a 2,000. 2, I'd could have it down. I'd could have it of 1,000 under here. I'd could have it of a pawn down. I'd could have it of a 5. Here we go. 500 at a bid. 500 bucks. Hit a bit of a 5 down. 5, 600. 5, 6, 7. 700 bid down 8. 800 at a bid down 8. I'd could have it of a 7 down 8 here down 800. I'd could have it down 700 under down 800. $800 under 900. Now 9. Now 1,000. 1,000 a bid. $1,000 down. I'd could have it of a pawn down pawn. I'd could have it of 1,000 here. Hit 1. I'd could have it of a pawn down pawn. I'd could have it of 1,000 here down pawn. I'd could have it of 1,000 a bid. $1,000. $1,000 down. I'd could have it of a pawn down pawn. I'd could have it of 1,000 here down pawn here at hands high. 900 bid. $1,000. 1,000 a bid. Now 11. 1,100 at a bid. 11. $1,100 on her. 1,011. 1,100 at a bid. Now 1,200. 1,100 bid. 12. 11 a bid. $1,200 on her. 11 a bid. $1,200 down. I'd could have it of a 12 here. I'd could have a net last call. 11 a bid. I'd could have any bit of it. Could have it of a 12 here down. I'd could have it of a 12 here. 11. I'd could have it of a 1,200 at a bid. I'd could have it of a 1,200. I'd have. Sold the dough, 1,100. Buyer number 4, $1,100 even. Buyer number 4. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of myself, Mr. Taylor, and the rest of us, all of us consigners involved here with the Heartland Boer Goat Extravaganza sale, we thank you all for attending. We thank you for coming today. Those of you online who attended and or participated, we wish you very well with your purchases. We wish you well with your herd. We wish you well with your herd husbandry and everything from here on forth. Please make settlements inside. Again, the consigners will help you load out your goats. If you bought a goat from any which consigner, that consigner will help you with their individual lots. They'll help you get you loaded out. We got a pretty quick process inside. I'd like to thank Morvick Auction Company, my mom and dad. This is my dad, Russ, and my mom's inside. So try and be nice to her. It was her birthday yesterday. She turned 51 years young. So, we better go with 40-something then, okay? But it was her birthday yesterday. It was my mom's birthday. Yeah. And so get settled up inside. Make sure to keep up with us online on social media. We'll be having our fall sale here in September. September the 3rd, I believe, is the correct date. It'll be on September the 4th. Like I should have looked right here right in the back of the catalog. So we'll see you back here in September, right back here in Seward, Nebraska. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We wish you well, and we'll see you back here this fall.